That's wild. But is this one? I do believe so. Pull up a chair, episode 79. Thank you guys for being tuned in. Appreciate it big time. We are back.
It's working.
Talking to the people. Good, I hope so. We don't know anymore. But
we got a bird's eye view. Remember that?
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. But thank you though, as you can see.
Has it been 7 seconds? Who was that?
It's been 22 seconds actually.
Was that Travis Scott? Fuck him for stealing that name.
But no, I appreciate you for pulling up a chair with me today. We got Super Fried Snooka in the house. Of course, El Tucker Tente, your ultimate sensei. You already know who it is. We'll get to the rest of that intro later for Sleepless Radio, but this is Pull Up a Chair episode 79.
Yes, sir. 79.
So it has been 2 weeks since we've tapped into the simulation, talked to the people. How have you been doing, brother?
Good. You know, my Sims character doing great. Health high. Morale high.
I like that.
Friendships, like 7 out of 10, you know, not perfect, but, you know, work good. Pets good. Motorcycle back up and running. Perfect. Had to, quick. Had to take it apart, you know. I'll show you
the Green Goblin.
Yeah, I'll show you the video while I'm just describing it. Had to take apart basically the top of not the engine, but it's a fuel injected bike. So the gas goes from the tank into a metal rod and then into fuel injectors that go straight to the engine. So just basically straight to it. The rod and the injectors were dirty as fuck.
I was about to say, I'd rather see something because that sounded like Latin.
That's a good one. See how it's like there's no gunk and shit?
All right.
You can.
Oh, yeah, that one looks like somebody took a dab out of it.
Exactly, like a big-ass dab.
No, it looks like a bullet.
And the last one's like a Nick dab. That's a Super Fried dab.
Yeah, so that looks like some earwax.
So, like, all of my shit was clogged. So, like, when I was trying to ride it, I'd try to give it, like, open up the throttle, and it would, like, my fuel pump, like.
You sound like Venom got a hold of your bike, like it did with Peter Parker, where it like jumped into the exhaust.
It would be like Venom shutting down Tom Hardy, and be like, no, it just shut off.
Oh, shit.
And it would flicker my system because it would be like, hey, something's not fucking working right.
You're like, well, the bike died.
It is literally being like, something's not right, shut it down so it doesn't fuck up worse. And some bad happen and he blow up because it's an engine between your legs. So, got new parts, switched them out. And she's running smooth, sounds great, running better than ever. Can open her up full throttle, no issues. Cruising triple digits on freeway, chilling, living my good life.
Oh, so I did hear you fly by
the other day. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, you didn't know it was me, but it was me.
Interesting.
I
hear that shit all the time.
And it doesn't even. But the thing was, like, I was. Average cruise speed was probably like 80, 85.
Dang.
On the video game for law enforcement purposes. Just on the video games, I cruise like 80.
VR Need for Speed.
Exactly.
You had his VR headset on.
But like, even in like 6th gear, like, because you know the saying, drop a gear, disappear.
I did not know that.
So on a bike or even in a stick shift, drop a gear, disappear. Because if you're in cruising speed, if you drop a gear, you get more power.
Let me tell you the only gears I know. Marcus Phoenix, Dominic Santiago.
The Gears of War.
I believe there was a Damon Baird.
There's a Dave Bautista in there.
There's there is that character in the new one. There's what was Coltrane?
Oh,
Coltrane.
That's my dog right there.
He was always a great character.
That's my dog. So got everything switched out. Had to do a freeway. Did around the block test first. So, but then had to make sure it was good. Do the freeway test. So if I had a Need for Speed Most Wanted, you have to outrun the police.
Mm.
So you got to be able to have your car or vehicle smooth, make sure it's running optimal running conditions.
Nice.
On Need for Speed. So I did that. Did the freeway test.
Everything's good now. The goblin's in the air.
Green Goblin flying high.
The mask called your name. You put it on.
Oh yeah.
Bet.
We launching the I guess grenades. They're orange.
If I hear you laugh like Defoe at any point during this pod, I'm scooting over this way. I'm like, oh shit. I appreciate you going for it. That sounded like if the Goblin.
I haven't watched it. That was like, honestly, that's my favorite Spider-Mans. Yeah, still to the day. Even the newer ones are great because I love Iron Man and shit. going with Tom Holland, but the originals with help me.
Oh, Toby.
Yes, those are my with that Green Goblin. Oh, talk about like getting introduced to villains.
I was about to say which Goblin. So you want to be the OG Green Goblin?
Oh yeah,
you're not the Franco Goblin knockoff Goblin.
What's his name?
Defoe.
Yes, thank you. It's literally right there. But yeah,
one of the greatest actors of all time.
Because my bike has like those orange accents, like that are his bombs. That's where it originated because it's green. It was gonna be like Hulk, and I was like, "There's no purple," but then the orange and like gold. Accents.
You should rig the horn to be his laugh.
That would be dope.
That'd be terrifying.
That'd be dope.
Imagine somebody high in traffic like stopped and like the light turns green and you honk the horn and it's that.
No, that's dope.
I'd get out of the car and be like, "Fuck! He's dropping over us."
All I need to do is put like a good speaker in the front and then use like an old iPod though.
Oh,
just sync it and then.
If there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, there's definitely a way.
But no, past 2 weeks though for me though have been pretty good. Nothing.
How many times you call off work?
Once.
Okay, I was just
once.
Seeing what the record is.
Yeah, once. It's one of those.
I was just talking shit.
One of those times I put in the old
you gotta take care of
no
yourself.
if you don't take care, the dejabo.
If you don't take care of yourself, how are you supposed to work productively?
Exactly, self-care.
You're like, I gotta work efficiently. You don't want me working subpar.
Had some great studio sessions though, but
okay,
that's for a whole other time though, dude. April showers bring May vampires though.
Like
they know
7
that.
albums on a layaway.
Just sitting, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm an idiot.
Literally, Bird's Eye View got scrapped. Travis, fuck boy.
Oh no, I forget even all about that at this point.
No, I know, but that's why that was in your notes 12 years ago.
Oh well,
maybe 14.
But let's speaking of last 2 weeks is been nothing out of the ordinary. I should say for us wise. But the industry is still in shambles as far as hip hop goes.
Shambles.
I mean,
that's a one way of saying it.
I mean,
alive.
I would say shambles as in there's so many questions, there's so many different takes that I've seen. I have so many different takes. Hold on, is that Kendrick over there behind that chair? I thought I saw him sick as hell. Oh no, I didn't know if that was him.
No, he in Calabasas with.
But you can call it the circus, you can call it a beef buffet, you can call it whatever you want.
Publicity.
But at the end of the day, some people think it's all work. But at the end of the day, though, to pick up where we left off last time. So where we left off last time on 2 weeks ago was Push-Ups had just came out and Ross had just dropped Champagne Moments, and people were talking about the Cole apology, but now all that's in the past. I don't want to rehash and bring up that old dirt. So to pick up from Push-Ups, the following thing that happened afterwards was Drake was trolling Kendrick all week on IG, and then eventually dropped the tailor-made freestyle, which of course shattered the internet.
Yep.
With
what?
He used Tupac's and Snoop Dogg's voices, completely AI'd, with his bars that he put as that they would say. So he tried to do an 8 Mile approach. And then he came in at the end and did his part.
We're assuming he wrote the bars. And it wasn't Chat GP 5.0 doing it for him.
I saw that.
I mean, if you're using AI voices.
That seemed too much like Drake's flow though with that AI. So we can start there.
But AI, that's what AI does, is make Tupac's voice with a Drake rhythm. And it gives you this, and then you're like, less, more thug in it, or more tone in the voice, in it, deeper voice. Oh, okay. And then it gives you this back. Actually, now a little more harmony.
See, if I'm a betting man, I'm saying that's not.
But that's like how advanced AI shit is these days. I'm not saying he did or did not, but has to be on the table because we don't know. I can't confirm nor deny he wrote those bars for Tupac, or if it was generated by the same generating computer or software that made the voice for Tupac. That's all I'm saying. Yeah,
so I mean, to dive into that, obviously there's a lot of news surrounding the record, but to just keep us dialed back a little bit, what did you think of the record itself? The just tailor-made freestyle, start to finish, AI included. When you heard that and you finished it, what was your thought?
I immediately got taken aback because it starts with Tupac's voice. So it starts with you hearing Tupac, and you're like, wait, what? So it's...
Again, I didn't think the record was real at first.
Me either.
That's the other thing I hate about this beef buffet. I don't know what's fucking real or not.
With the AI shit.
Like,
you never know.
I was waiting. I'm like, all right, let's see who picks it up. Let's see who posts it.
But then it was authentic that Drake put it out. Okay. So now, all right, you put Tupac on it, and obviously without permission from the state, because now it's nowhere, it's not online anymore.
He didn't ask Snoop for permission either.
So, so
he went in on his own will on that.
And you put it on a diss song in the middle of your beef. So you're basically portraying to the public and the world that Tupac is your homie or friend, and he's on your team inside, and that Snoop Dogg, who's still alive, because Tupac can't speak for himself anymore because he's passed away. Obviously, if no one knows that, please go do some research. Snoop Dogg's still here though, so like you didn't get his permission, and you could have got his authentic voice, but granted,
he didn't seem to be bothered by it.
But he's not like, why am I getting dragged into shit that's not me? I'm not. He did real beef. He beat a murder case back in the day. People don't.
Well, that's why if you saw Snoop's response, it was like only 20 seconds, and he's like, "Who did what? When? How? Who?"
And then he might have been the one.
I'm gonna go back to bed.
He might have been the first one to put the cease. Like, bruh, you're not dragging me. First off, if I go into a beef, I'm putting myself in it. Speaking for Snoop, I would assume. If I want in a beef, it's because I want to be in it, not because someone put an AI voice of me on a song.
The vibe I got, the energy I got from Snoop was, hey, let me clear the air that I had no idea that this was a thing, but I also don't hate Drake.
Yeah, I'm not against Drake, but I'm also not on his
homie,
team.
ask me next time. Like, maybe just run it by me.
Don't tell the world and make it seem that I'm on your
team. Because then
team.
he probably did have somebody like, yo, like Snoop, I thought, whoa. You know, like, because like there's my West Coast dude. Like,
there's been photos and shit. Like,
hold on there, dude.
They've remade like a Marvel Civil War cover with all rappers and shit now. So it's like,
oh, man,
15 people on each side.
Hilarious.
So
I use that as one of the.
If Drake brings in Snoop and someone thinks, oh, Snoop's on it. Oh, that's real. Snoop actually put his voice on it. Well, here's 3 shots at Snoop that was never supposed to be shot.
What if it would have been crazier though, and like those were real verses? Like that's how Pac came back to rap. Like, that's how Pac announced that, like, hey, I'm alive. Was like, hey, I'm gonna help Drake on this one.
He would come up.
Call up Snoop.
Fuck y'all. Fuck Kendrick. That's how he would say it.
Kendrick, hold on there, dude.
Like, Pac and Snoop went through real beefs where, like, your life was at risk. Not
He's like, y'all thought I was in Cuba. You were spinning the block going in circles, dog. This whole time I've been in Brazil.
Like,
I've been in Madrid.
I was just hiding in New York with sewers.
I didn't even leave the States.
Like, bruh.
You guys just stopped looking for me here.
You know how they say the underground cities and tunnels and shit?
You think I could have got to Cuba?
We've been running that shit.
With no passport, a national headline that says I died at a red light.
Pablo under there too with me, dog. We be chilling. You
don't think nobody on that plane was like, hey, that guy looks a little familiar. I know that bandana when I see it.
You think they killed Osama bin Laden? Oh.
You coming to Punta Cana with us? Hold on, is that Kendrick over there? Oh, I thought I saw him going to the woods. I can't believe it. I know.
Oh, that's Bob Marley.
But no, so
I didn't. So
I actually liked the record, so I want to throw that out there. I actually enjoyed the record. I thought it was a smart move. I thought it was calculated.
When I separated,
I liked the 8 Mile approach, and I liked the way that Drake came in at the end, and
so I had to
step to him again.
I basically had to separate. Like, I had to take Snoop and Pac off of it in my brain, because like to me, that's you basically like.
I like the creative way he did that, though. I did. I like the way that
the 2 people that were voices on it didn't. So that's a
bit unfortunate.
So I tied it to Kanye and Ozzy Osbourne thing. He was gonna use a sample of Ozzy's song on his album, and Ozzy didn't clear it, said no to it, and then Kanye came out and was like, well, I'm still putting the album out, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, if you do, you will have a large lawsuit on your hands.
Okay, now let's...
Because I don't give you permission to use it. Drake didn't even go fucking ask. He just did the shit because now he's on like how people are talking crazy about Kanye. Oh, he thinks he's better and higher than everybody. Do that shit to Drake because he just did it to Tupac. You didn't even ask for permission to use his voice. Fuck the words.
All right,
fuck the words.
Let me ask
you. Didn't even ask permission to use his voice to claim that he's on your song and that in this beef would be he's on your team.
All right, I'm going to do some serious devil's advocate work here. Does he have to?
Yes, because he
has to clear that through.
Is the song still up?
No.
So yes, he fucking does. Copyright Ed Sheeran and Marvin Gaye. He had to go prove it in court. Like, no, fuck y'all. I didn't steal your shit. I could prove it. Drake can't prove it. That's his fucking voice generated by AI. Did you ask me? No. If you would have asked me, still would have no.
Is the damage still dealt with it being removed? That's my angle.
To me, it's lessened because you could have just said that shit yourself. Why'd you have to?
It wouldn't have made sense though if he said what the Pac and Snoop bars.
It's him pulling
in his voice being him. It wouldn't have made sense.
It's him like the Kanye shit I said. Like him in his mind. I could do that shit without even asking because I'm Drake. Oh, so you think?
Which then that gets
in the music industry, you think you could just do whatever the fuck. You think you own it all.
You know who got the biggest win, though, in that cease and desist?
Don't forget, you was in a wheelchair in Degrassi 12, 15
years ago.
You know
who got the best win out of that cease and desist, though? French Montana. Because Drake sent French Montana a cease and desist for that feature, and Karma just hit him tenfold. French Montana similar going, like, kick that motherfucker
Karma,
down.
Bitch.
Like
because Drake thought he could do it.
Dooners with you.
Because Drake
more on your side.
It's like an ego thing, like a in his mind, like, oh, I could do this. I'm not even gonna ask because they're not gonna say no to me. Like, no, like you should have asked. Maybe then they would have said yes. But then they found out it's a diss song. Like, no, Tupac's not here to say he would be in this or not, how he would agree with it or feel about it. Why the fuck are you putting his song on a diss song that now it's public? It's one side versus the other. Whoever's on this side is on this side. You just claimed Tupac was on your side.
I don't necessarily think that's what his approach was going for.
But that's how it's portrayed. He's on the song, on a diss song.
It wasn't necessarily taken. He was more so trying to like, man, if Pac was alive, this is what he'd be telling you right now.
On my song. So Pac's not on your song speaking to us, being the voice of reason on Kendrick's song. He's on mine because I could do this. Because I'm powerful. I can do what I want.
I'm the almighty Thanos.
And bitch, no, you're not. Cease and desist.
Okay.
Humble.
So let's talk about a little bit more on the cease and desist. That's why I got a theory.
That's why Kendrick hasn't popped out. Sit down. Be humble. You thought you was sweet? I got Tupac's voice on one of my songs because I did it the proper way.
I think he still leaves the bruise though. I still got two back-to-back diss
It's not a knockout though. It's not a knockout though.
No.
It changes from a knockout hit to, oh, you stumbled him. He's rocked. He's not even on the floor. He's just, oh shit.
You got in a nice little 2 combo. You got a nice little.
But if you
and Kendrick,
if you put out that song and say he got fucking Lil Wayne to do the Tupac part in his in a different voice, somebody else.
Wayne doesn't even know this beef is going on.
But not Tupac and not Snoop Dogg. AI generated. Get somebody to just fucking speak that shit for real. That's a knockout hit. But because you went to AI, Snoop, 1, he's alive. Go fucking ask him. Then 2, you drag Tupac into this? Out of everyone you could AI generate.
Well, because of how much he means to Kendrick.
Fucking go get Elvis.
And like when Snoop Dogg passed the torch to him. So that's why I used Snoop.
Dre passed the torches.
So did Snoop though on that stage. If you remember, it was the Game, Dre, Snoop, when they passed that torch to Kendrick. And Snoop's always been big on Kendrick.
Of the West Coast. Bitch, Drake, you fucking Canada. He got past the mic and torches. Hey, carry Compton for us.
Well,
carry the West Coast, carry hip hop, carry our legacy of West Coast California music. We trust you.
I got a theory.
And Drake just brought
that Kendrick Lamar actually put in, somebody in Kendrick's corner.
I think it was Snoop.
Put in a call to get that cease and desist sent. I definitely don't think it was Snoop. I don't think it was the guy who's in charge of the estate's idea either.
I think Snoop,
and who's the only one?
I think Snoop talked to Tupac's estate.
Who's the only one who got a cleared Tupac unreleased interview footage thing?
To be fair, Snoop definitely has, because he has new albums.
But in this, for the sake of the people at hand here, who got something cleared and was able to use it? How long ago
was that? And on which album?
2016. So I guess Afeni still would have been in charge of it. But still. Or 2015. I'm sorry, 2015.
On the album,
To Pimp a Butterfly was 2014.
So, but on the album, To Pimp a Butterfly.
2015, I don't know.
But on the album, To Pimp a Butterfly, correct?
Yes, it was Mortal Man.
And the message and ideology behind that album was to bring an awakening to younger crowds, to bring a more deep thinking into yourself.
Well, at the end of all those records, if you remember, he built it. Like at the end of track 1 or 2, you hear I heard you was conflicted, misusing your influence. And then by the end of it, he's built it up.
And that's
to where Mortal Man, he talks it all at once. And then he goes, so I forget it. It's been so long.
But that one quote you just said.
Then Pac, he ends up being then talking.
But the one quote you just said.
Makes it sound like they're having an interview.
Misguided your influence. That's speaking to the young generation. You have your youth, but you're in your youth.
But the point is that he got AI. He got not AI, but he got a Tupac thing clear. Correct. So he already has that connection, obviously established with the estate. How easy would it be to just simply be like, "Hey, I know y'all probably haven't heard this."
Time out real quick. We gotta take a step back. I'm gonna be the judiciary. We don't know if he has a great connection with them. He just took the proper steps to get it. He went to them and asked, and he might have even had to fucking go back 6 times, be like, all right, here's the lyrics revised because you didn't like this one saying with Tupac's words on it. So, all right, you didn't like that message. I took it out. I rewrote it. Now can I have it approved? We don't know how long it took. We don't know the connection he has or if it's a great connection.
I also look at it this way, though, too. He could have used that as a way to buy time.
All we know is Kendrick took proper steps to get it approved because it's not cease and desist, and he got it. Drake's, all we know,
he got his French Montana karma.
He got cease and desist. So obviously, he did not do the proper channels.
For all we know, French Montana put in the call.
That's what I mean. We don't know. We can't say
Kendrick. He went, no fucking way I'm letting this shit slide, dog. Grab the phone.
We can't say it was or was not Kendrick. All we do know is Kendrick in 2015-ish area on To Pimp a Butterfly with a message
was able to get that
on an album with a message of bettering youth and bettering people's thinking, trying to awaken people.
Where Drake was like, hey, I'm going to use it for beef.
And didn't even ask.
He's like, I'm going to use it for something super negative.
But then didn't even ask either. It's not even like he's worse than Yeezy. At least Yeezy sent it shit to Ozzy so they knew. And Ozzy was like, hey, sorry, dog.
And then Ye said, well, I'm going to do that anyway.
Because in his mind, hey, well, fuck it, I'm Ye. Drake took
Ye said, I'm standing 10 toes.
And Drake said, I'm standing 20. Because he went one above, bro. He didn't even send the initial one. He just said,
I just thought it was so funny, though, too. There's some people on the internet like, ha, he took it down. And I'm like, oh, he kind of had to.
It's
like he didn't really have a choice on that.
But he had a choice to put him on, which he didn't have to for the knockout.
Which now does that make him look bad?
To me,
in all of this,
look bad. It looks slimy because you pulled up someone's voice. You AI generated 2 legends' voices, who one is still alive, but it's on like how I was saying with Kendrick, his album. It wasn't a diss album. It wasn't anything negative on for the youth or population. This is a straight diss song to Kendrick. Hey, where the fuck you at? Blah blah blah. We in a beef.
He keeps saying drop, drop, drop.
And you put
Drake supposedly has a third one too.
And you put Tupac on that. So Tupac's dissing whoever you're dissing to. That's how it works on diss songs. Without even asking.
So now that I see that.
That's where it's like
I said, I like the record. I did.
That's where it's hindering.
Do I think he should have took the proper steps to get something like that cleared? Yeah, but do I think that it was a moment and that the bruise is still left? A little bit, yeah.
But now it's a bruise instead of a broken jaw.
Which is what I think he was trying to go for.
Exactly. And it backfired on him.
So
using that AI.
Then I have a question for you. And it's the question that a lot of people have been asking, and we want to know it, and I want to know it. So if we're talking about this circus, we got to know, where is Kenny Wise? Where is Kendrick? Is he back behind the bar?
The worst thing is
he at Chuck E. Cheese? Is he at the mall? Is he at the beach? Is he in the Alaskan bush with the bush people?
He in the bunkers.
Where is Kendrick Lamar?
He in the bunkers with Cole. And
he's with J. Cole?
They chilling in the bunkers. They thought
the CEO of Dreamville?
They thought they were about to get
knocked. Lost sleep?
They thought Drake was about to drop a bomb to knock him out, and that shit was a dud. He just bought Kendrick more time by using AI voices. Now people are like, bro, you pulled out AIs?
Kendrick has a record called I don't know what the significance of that is, but it popped in my head.
A lot of things pop in my head.
Is Kendrick in the fireplace over there? Is he under the table?
It doesn't matter. He didn't use AIs in a diss song. Because to me, that really is a damper of on
where's the hourglass for him? Where's he going to pop out? We're waiting for him.
It's rap beefs. Go back.
We got search parties everywhere, young. Kendrick Lamar.
Our own expectations ruin our reality. Our expectations ruin our own reality. There is no fucking contract saying, oh, in a diss.
You have to respond by da-da-da.
No, you don't. You don't. Oh, where you at? Bitch, I'm in my mansion. Where you at?
Look, man, I've been looking for 7'5" footprints in the ground for a week now. I'm like,
oh,
no, that's an 8. That's too big.
Kendrick could come out and be like,
7'5"? Oh, that's a woman's. Almost.
Kendrick could come out and be like, damn, why you still on my dick so hard, bro? I let the shit
go. I have a owl that is forming on my arm.
No, but
I didn't even get a tattoo. It's just forming there.
If he's like, damn, Cole came out and apologized, so cool. It is what it is. I threw some jabs.
How is your name Kendrick Lamar Duckworth, but you ducked the smoke?
What's smoke when there's duds?
I don't know. I think he got a couple napalm strikes off on him. Are you a big stepper with a size 7 men's on? 7'5" men's. His foot would be swimming in my flip-flop right now, brother. Swimming.
How do we
I can fit almost both of his feet in this flip-flop.
Have you seen Kendrick Lamar's fucking athletic wear or shoes?
No, but I would assume.
How do we know he wears
I'm going to take Drake's word for it.
Why?
When they made Poetic Justice together and he
just ruined his own credibility.
When he kicked his shoe off in the studio, Drake took measuring tape out and measured his shoe.
Why are we taking his word when he got a diss song, cease and desist?
I'm telling you, because Drake and 40 have measuring tape, and when you enter their studio, they take their measuring tape and measure your fucking foot to where then whenever they have beef with you, they know what your shoe size is.
So they can see how much they can fit in their ass?
They could probably fit 3 of Kendrick's feet in their ass. I don't know. Maybe.
You know the raccoon go up your ass?
They've been to a couple Diddy parties. They might be able to fit 5 feet. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think Kendrick ever been to a Diddy party.
No, I don't think so.
Drake might.
I don't know if he'd know.
Drake organizes the shit.
That's a big
legend. I was kidding.
He said, dude doesn't even have a phone. That's a good point. Kendrick's like, oh, he responded, word? But no.
And the other dude, his tag team partners apologized.
The CEO of Dreamville lost sleep.
It's not even going back to the previous pause. I said it was orchestrated.
You saying him and Cole sharing bars like they got a bottom bunk in a 2-man cell?
No, I feel like it was an orchestrated, elaborate plan, like I said originally, for them all to boost names and people talking like how it is.
And nobody told Rick Ross, and they were like, fuck, we forgot to tell Ross. And he jumped in the middle.
Cole saw where it was going, where people were like, how he literally...
Oh, shit, he's about to bring up his shoe size.
No, he literally thanked Drake for back in the day. When he brought him on stage, he's like, hey, people wanted us to beef when we were both coming up because we were both just a hot shit. Appreciate us not doing that. Thank you. We still cool. Cole saw that shit, and he was like, we're we're throwing friendly jabs, blah blah. Like, yeah, it's beef, but like, oh, y'all really want
Drake came in with padded gloves,
and it's like, so you and your feelings for what? Why? This wasn't a real fucking beef from the jump, but so back in the day, you probably felt some type of way when Kendrick was up top.
Academics take this with a grain of salt, but one of the things academics said that Drake put in his ear was that he'd been waiting 10 years for this. Drake's been waiting 10 years for Kendrick to come at him.
So you've been a snake for 10 years. Playing it cool.
Hey, they haven't worked together.
But you ain't called him out in fucking 10 years.
No, but that'd be bad. That's why I think Drake wanted Kendrick to do the Like That verse. Hit me. I'm not going to hit you first. Hit me. Because then I can claim self-defense. And when I pummel back,
you're going
to get hit.
What bars were actually directed towards Drake in that?
Like that?
Because I remember a lot about Cole. Okay. Like saying Cole.
Oh, God.
K9.
Okay, the For All the Dogs, Pet Cemetery, Fuck the Big Three, It's Just Big Me.
Because it was a Big Three.
The thing about the 40 water.
Well, the Big Three was originally all the three of them. So what's the difference between this one?
There is no Big Three anymore. I've said that.
What's the difference between him saying "fuck the Big Three"? It's only Big Me, and the Control verse back in the day.
I don't even know.
I got love for Drake, Cole, fuck. Someone from TDE that's a dog. I forget his name. Sorry.
Schoolboy, Absol, J-Rock.
Okay. I got love for J-Rock, Cole, Drake, but I don't want to see none of your fans singing another noun or verb or your shit. I don't want your fans to even know your shit anymore. But I got love for y'all. But now I'm at the state where I want to take your fans, and they're my fans, and they don't remember your music. So, fuck the dogs. Oh, now you're still upset about Control.
No.
10 years? Do the math.
No, I think that Kendrick and Drake are both sick of being looked at in the same light. And I think Kendrick's got that
I think Drake's
super competitive edge, and Drake also has...
I think Drake is upset with him.
I think Drake's untouchable.
With him having all the records and shit, and all these stats and number ones, but people still saying Kendrick's a better lyricist and rapper.
Yes, I don't think he likes that.
And that's where this is all... Oh, you're actually being... You actually don't like me. You do have some envy for that one reason. You have all these number ones, but people still put me in some people. Oh, so that's why Cole got out. He's like, oh, you actually feel some type of way.
Oh, and I think
I don't.
I
got love for both of y'all. I'm gonna step aside.
I actually think the moment I know I went crazy on Cole when it happened, but I'll shoot him some bail. I do believe at this point that he put out his, which was just kind of fun. Haha, your shit's trash. But
friendly,
yeah, your shit's trash, brother.
And then he saw Drake was actually...
And I think Drake showed him push-ups or told him what he was going to do. And I think Cole would have been cool with everything but one thing. I don't think he wanted Drake to go there about Kendrick's, about his girl, Whitney. Mentioning that supposedly she fucked one of his security guards or something like that, or had a relationship with a security guard. I think that is when Cole went, whoa, hold on. If I look like I'm endorsing that, Kendrick's going to think that I'm not cool, that I'm like, something's going on there. So let me withdraw.
I explain.
Because this is about to get bloody.
Because it's a principle of, it's a thing of principle. Like, explained it to my one friend. Difference between some gangs versus why Italian mafias hate being called a gang. It's because they'll say the difference. We have morals and rules that we will always buy. No women, no children. The moral of I'm not going to take out a kid. You'll see videos on Instagram today of a dude.
I think in Rap Beef, him bringing that up about Kendrick is a genius chess move. If you want to go for a win or a loss, that's shit you do it with.
Okay, but if we're going, so this
is that a world tour or your girls tour? Boom.
That's different though. This is a fine line. Now you're bringing in that.
Well, because now Drake's saying what you got on me.
That's different than.
Come on, big man, what you got on me?
That's different than bringing in Nicki. That he was actually on Nicki's tour. He was the under Nicki.
Yeah.
So him bringing in Kendrick girl, that's personal. Him bringing in oh, that's not your tour, that's your girl's. That's a fact. You bring it in, but it's not bringing in Meek's girl. It was bringing in who you're under.
Still stirred up the household, though.
It did because, well, yeah, they were dating, but K-Dot's been with her for high school, like sweethearts. So it's now you're crossing the line of, do you really want to get personal?
Is there?
Because Drake, are you willing? Rap beefs, that's where it's different from back in the day. Tupac and all that.
Nas and Jay-Z were talking fucking crazy.
And there was cousins and brothers that lost alive because of it.
Jade on Beanie Siegel, too. That was another one that got
And
crazy.
there's people on Jay's side and us doing years in prison for shit because of that beef. And they had to...
Thank God their mom stepped in.
But like, hey, if someone swings on you at a bar, I'm swinging on him and whoever's closest to him just because fuck it. Because I'm with you. So with a beef, you just brought... Now it's personal, Drake. Drake, you made it personal by that line. And then the next one, you bring in Tupac, who's most notorious, one of the most thug beef rappers like known. Fuck your bitch and the clique you claim. West Side. You think would... Okay, West Side, motherfucker. You think he riding with Drake in this? If this is real life? He riding West Side till he die.
Circle the block on that one.
But that's where Drake fucked up by bringing in AI. That's the one dude you cannot bring in.
I say Kendrick's on the clock, man.
That's fair. I think.
And I'll even take this a step further.
I also think Drake just reset the clock for him with AI.
I'll go a step further. If we don't get nothing a month from now between them, so give like next 30 days, I think Drake won. Drake won.
Okay, say that.
He said, stand down, soldier. He said, stand down, soldier. That's what I'm thinking. That's where I'm at with it.
But
I'm kind of like, I'm heading towards the direction of kind of being over it all.
I disagree with the stand down part because his last one was with the Tupac and Snoop. So.
But you still didn't hit me back. I told you to drop.
Your stand
down, got your face on milk
stand down statement got taken down. So how's that a stand down statement?
Push-ups still up. People
that's cool. I'm cool. All right, that's a good right hook. But now it's like that's where the clock got reset. So it's like, and now it's a matter of, okay, do we really make this personal, or if I lose, I'm Kendrick, he crossed the line. Drake, bring my girl. Do I retaliate? Answer back. What's this give me?
I'm gonna be honest.
Answer my question for me. What if I'm Kendrick?
Okay.
I rebuttal. Banger. Is this bringing me my millions of wealth already I have, or just some extra pub?
I think you go back to the competitive nature of why he started this thing in the first place.
He started to get.
Don't shoot the first shot and then say, I got to go get more bullets, quoting Damaris from Roaring and Mall. You can't shoot the first shot and then when he goes to pull out his gun, you go, hold on, I got to reload. Let me go get more bullets.
Hey, we're playing Nerf Wars, and you just brought out a fucking real 9.
Yeah, let's do this thing.
When we're kids playing Nerf War, you bring out a BB gun that could actually penetrate skin. That's what Drake did. He crossed the line of making it personal because you are still feeling some type of way in your own mind. You got to get yourself right, Drake. Why do you feel that way with all your number ones? Why do you care if he's the better lyricist? But
competition.
Ego. He's still not.
Part of that is ego driven. Yes.
Because Drake.
I want to have the general consensus of people feel like I am better than you. I want to be known as the guy who is most people would say that I'm better than you.
And right now, Drake feels that
he is better than Kendrick Lamar.
But
Kendrick Lamar feels that he is better than Drake.
Drake feels that, but he doesn't feel most people think that way, or else he wouldn't drop all these disses.
That's why he feels like he has to.
And Kendrick
doesn't feel that way
because he knows he's the better lyricist and rapper. So he's like, I don't have to rebuttal. People are still saying I'm better at lyricism than you. I'm not here for a beef, bruh. If you want to make it personal, don't cross that line too far.
Look, I love
That's
Kendrick.
where I'm getting. Kendrick's never there for the publicity.
But
he's not there for the extra.
We need to go
extra
find
streams.
We need that search party that he had in the iMusic video. We need to round them up. We need to go look for him. I'll start in NY because apparently he's shaking in one of those apartments.
I don't see it.
I just have to go through every complex in New York.
It's a battle that he nor cares of winning, and it doesn't hurt him losing. He still has all of his money. He still has all of his fans. He still has Drake fans saying he's a better lyricist than Drake, but Drake's a better musician, like creator, composer, singer, dancer. Okay, but lyricist? Oh yeah, Kendrick. I'll give it to him over Drake. Even Drake fans. So Drake, Kendrick's nothing. I started it I was trying to get the big three all getting streams, views. So I threw these friendly.
Cole wanted to bring that bridge together so bad, I guarantee it.
And then he heard oh fuck.
He would like that one. No,
you really had to do that.
He went, damn it, we could have had a moment at Dreamville Fest. But then again, that's 2 weeks ago. I'm not going to go back into it. You can check out the last episode if you want to hear the full theory. But essentially, to sum it up, I do think that there is an angle that this is all going to end up accumulating into everything's one big rollout. And next thing you know, these three do a pop-out fucking thing together. Which then transitions to the thing that I was going to ask you next. Which, well, not really ask you next, but mention next. Because, well, he always does manage to find his way in a headline. And his name starts with a K as well. Well, actually, I take that back. It starts with a Y now.
Real quick. For that big three to come back together, behind closed doors, Drake would have to acknowledge he crossed the line of bringing his girl,
which would be a very Drake move to do.
But behind closed doors, it's a respect. Like it's easier to do. You don't have to do it. Like, hey, my fault. I did cross the line, throwing that shot. But all right, cool. We can move on. We can do this fast now. K-Dot's not doing that shit if he doesn't get some sort of acknowledgement that. Hey, I don't even care that you said it. Just acknowledge you went past the line of the friendly shit we were originally talking about. Cool.
Yeah, we'll kind of have to see how that one pans out for sure.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think it's losing steam. However, though, even though it was losing a little bit of steam for at least some people such as myself.
You can't have a boat cross an ocean for only person rowing.
Ye made sure that wasn't going to lose any steam. He said, there's a beef buffet going on. Bianca, give me 2 plates.
Hey,
I want 2 of them.
That's who did the cease and desist.
Yay.
He said,
wouldn't shock me.
Don't worry, Kendrick.
Here's the funniest part about Ye, though. Here's one thing I love about Ye. That you never know what he's going to do next, what he's going to say.
I'm drinking my pop off because Coca-Cola doesn't sponsor us. But if y'all want to, we'd gladly show your products.
So, second that. So, Ye hopped on the Like That remix, which not cleared at all. That ended up getting taken down, too. And said, I got a good idea. I'm going to diss Drake. I'm going to diss Cole. And I'm going to diss Kendrick. Fuck all of them. And I thought that was hilarious. Granted, the diss was probably the worst thing I've ever heard in my whole entire life. I mean, it was god awful.
When did you diss Kendrick on it?
I forget what the bar was, but it was something like on the No More Parties in LA. I smoked your verse, like something along the lines of that. And then with Cole, he was like, "I'm not apologizing," blah blah blah. And then it was like Drake, because at the end of the day,
me being me,
I think Drake hates Ye more than he hates Kendrick. I think the Kendrick shit's all music for him.
And that's where I was. I think it was directed at Drake, the LA shit, when he was with Kim and how like all that shit. Because in the beginning of his intro or whatever, it's like, oh, Kendrick called it, blah blah. We got his back, blah. We had to call the hooligans, we got us back together. So I don't think he would throw a shot. Because he's literally claiming, oh, we're on this team. Fuck Drake. Fuck Cole. I'm not saying it isn't.
I just know that Ye, in my opinion, I think Ye realized, hold on, there's a lot of headlines going on, and I'm not in them. And this is not going to fly. I have to be involved.
Not even the headlines.
You're telling me we're eliminating Drake, in quotes, what he said, eliminating Drake, which I think makes Drake look even stronger.
I think Ye is a bigger chess player than that. Not even like for the headlines. His way to get into music industry again. He released a song and no one brought up any past issues or media relations. Being like, hey, don't listen to that. No, fuck him still. There was none of that. It was just, oh shit, Kanye dropped a diss. So that's what I mean. It's a bigger chess move. Like, oh, I'm getting my name in headlines too, but this is the real move is to get into the music industry to where I'm not immediately blackballed or ghosted on Tidal or something. You know what I mean? Like,
I thought that little snippet that came out with Glover from Ye was all right, but this diss record, man, that shit was trash. Shit was trash.
But no one, I'm not saying it was good. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I'm saying
it's sitting out at the end of my driveway right now, waiting to get picked up. Trash.
Chess, not checkers.
No, that wasn't chess or checkers.
No,
I don't know what that was. That was fucking sorry or some shit.
He released a song. People listened to it, and nothing semantic came up.
That shit was operation, but somebody was colorblind trying to work it.
But do you see what I'm saying? He was able to put out a song, and no one tried to criticize him.
It was the Like That remix is to where the beef lost steam for me. I was like, oh, Ye involved now? Oh, this ain't going nowhere.
Honestly,
this is bullshit. And now Ross and Drake have already made up, side note.
That says a lot about Drake.
The 6 God, baby.
He ain't want the smoke.
I got the 6 right here on my shoulder today.
He ain't want the smoke, and that's the.
But I have to flex the merch.
Drake is the person you got the most ammo against. That man was a correctional officer, literally.
Ross never wanted to do that in the first place, and I'm so glad they.
Why'd you sign it up for it?
I'm so glad they mended that, though. I just want more music from them.
But that's what I'm saying.
I don't want that.
But I'm saying, like, because he didn't want. He knew what Ross. Oh shit.
Here's what I'm saying. I think after Kanye said, and part of that interview into which he ended up leaking the Like That remix.
Right.
I think that based on everything that he said in the interview, such as like, oh, literally the messages to like eliminate Drake and blah, blah, blah. I now believe that Drake is in a position where he cannot lose. He can't lose.
And I don't.
There's one way to kill him. There's one way to go for the heart, but you got to hit it, and you got to hit it just right with a fact.
But this is the thing for the win-loss. Kendrick, being Kendrick. Oh, everyone says Drake won the beef. Cool. It doesn't change my daily life. I do the same shit I did last week. But at the same time, now people are still talking shit on Drake for dropping AI songs, AI verses. And I didn't even respond.
At the end of the day, Cole's always going to have a great flourishing career. Kendrick's always going to have a great flourishing career. Drake's always going to have a great flourishing career.
Correct.
But I do believe that moving forward, no matter how this goes, unless they get one thing on it.
I think J. Cole is content and happy with where he is viewed in music. I think Kendrick's
hopefully he was able to catch up on sleep.
I think he's happy and content with his position in music. Drake's the only one where he has some envy, like stigma, like he literally wanted K-Dot because he feels some type of way because people say Kendrick's a better lyricist and shit. And, I have more number ones, more. Oh, yes, you do. You're correct. But bar for bar, word for word, rhyme scheme for rhyme scheme, double entendre for triple entendre.
For quintuple entendre.
You're not beating Kendrick.
Well, I guess we'll have to see.
There's probably 3 people on
I want to hear a record.
There's probably 3 people on
If we're going to do it, I want to hear it.
He doesn't have to do it. It's proven in his past work.
No, he doesn't have to do it, but then Drake's automatically...
No, it's already proven. I'm not
untouchable.
I'm not... All right, Drake, you're here to try to...
He's got Hayabusa armor on now.
What's the battle you're winning? What are you... Oh, you beat me in what? In what? Oh, your fans still say I'm a better lyricist.
I out-rapped you.
Ooh, with AI.
I got you to stand down.
You didn't show up to my house?
Why do people say Pusha won the beef against Drake? Because Drake never responded to it.
Because he
went on the shop and said, "Oh, he took it too far."
He pulled an 8 Mile and brought out the kid that no one knew about. He dropped a bomb. That's
why unless Kendrick can find a second kid,
no, that's where
Kendrick's
I don't know. I don't have to drop an atomic bomb if I'm not threatened.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. The only way anybody's ever gonna get Drake up out of here is if you can get a confirmed fact that he slept with someone under the age of 18. It's the only way you're gonna get him out.
Yeah.
Only way you're gonna get him out.
Justin Bieber, bro.
You have to be able to confirm that, though.
Justin Bieber.
Because that's been a rumor for years. So you'd have to be able to confirm that. And I'll tell you this right now. I've never believed the theory and the thought that Drake's grooming young girls. I've never thought that for a second in my life.
I never agreed to that.
Always sounded insane.
Never said anything of that.
You don't have to worry about that.
At the end of the day, what I'm getting at is, oh, Drake, cool. Me being Kendrick, Drake, cool. You beat me in this rap beef. I'm proud of you, brother. Are you happy with yourself? No, you still feel down about it because you still think I'm the better lyricist still. You have more number ones. You're a great singer, great composer. But deep down, I'm still the better lyricist, and that's what hurts you. That's why Kendrick doesn't have to respond, bro.
Kenny Wise is getting bodied by a singing dude.
Because I'm a lyricist. And you're out here making pop songs and rap.
But okay, so now to pivot.
You're making pop songs and rap, dog. Sorry.
We got to pivot to this other side of this buffet. Because remember, this is a big buffet we got here. This is like a banquet hall buffet. We got to go over here to this side station over here. So if we know who else just got bodied by a singing dude? Quavo. Big Q Dog. Big Quavo. Bodied.
I didn't listen to those two.
Chris Brown is currently putting nails in the coffin still.
But that...
For those that don't know...
From what I've seen online...
There's another beef going on. There's an undercard. Chris Brown and Quavo, and they're going crazy.
From what I've seen online, that one is more debatable. People are debating that one more because, like, obviously Kendrick hasn't responded. So, like, there's nothing to debate.
And these two dudes are going crazy.
Exactly. But, like, that's where it's like, I'm not, because I didn't listen to the songs. I heard snippets of both. Can't say I've listened to them. But I heard, like, probably 4 lines.
One of the main highlights of Chris Brown's, where a lot of people said, me included, that he went too far, is when he said Quavo should have died instead of Takeoff.
Well, he said people were saying that, and they were.
Now, see, I think that's too far.
And
I don't think the bringing up the guy, Kendrick's girl sleeping with the guard, is like crossing the line. I think when you say Quavo should have died, you should have died instead of Takeoff. That's.
I think even
now you're bringing up dead people.
I want to say.
R.I.P. Takeoff.
I want to say he even said, like, because at the time people were saying that actually online,
which is
it's fucked up.
Yeah.
So I want to say he even said, like, people. Like, he quoted, like, bringing it fresh back. Like, hey, remember when that happened? And everyone said it should have been you? Not even me saying it. Everyone of your fans.
I thought that was just cheap heat.
Exactly.
I look at that as cheap heat.
It is.
Like, yeah, the bar's there, but, like, you don't have to do that.
Exactly.
I mean, any rapper will tell you that bar is right there on the table, sure. But do I want to take it that far over a girl? That's the other thing, too, is this thing all started over. I don't know if it's Saweetie or Karrueche anymore, because TMZ stopped to talk to her, too. But it was one of those two.
The whole thing is, Chris Brown, hoobly, hoobla, ha, rah, rah, all on the track, they were sitting next to each other at a basketball game or some shit.
That's what a lot of people are going back to, though, too.
So it's like, Chris.
Where was this a month and a half ago when you guys were sitting literally right next to each other? Like, fucking arms are touching type shit.
Like.
But then that goes to what Chris said. Because he mentions that in the one record where he says, I didn't want to cause a scene. Essentially, to break the bar down, he's saying, I didn't swing, I didn't pop, because I didn't want to cause a scene. And I knew that you were too pussy to swing on me first, so I knew I was chilling. Essentially, is the route that he took. I was chilling, didn't want to cause a scene, you're a bum.
That's what okay, sure, no. I don't buy that. Because, A, they both are wealthy enough to, if you get arrested, you're paying that fine easily, getting out on bail easily.
Hey, at the end of the show, why don't we go back there?
Not even shit. We can go to the bathroom right now.
Yeah. Hey, you like that? Like that? You know how we do it. You just lean in and be like, hey, so you really want to do this?
Like, there's 3 big trees right there. Go right behind.
Yeah, you really want to do this?
Like, come on.
Like, we don't need the entourage with the cameras out. We can just go shoot it right back there.
We both rich. Bink. I'm getting bailed out in 30 minutes.
But then you probably wouldn't get invited back to the fucking gala or whatever that was.
I don't give a fuck. You put me next to him. You should have known.
Yeah, whoever made that seating chart was on some shit that day.
Y'all knew what was going on.
I will say, whoever made that seating chart wasn't an asshole.
Just like
they started all this.
Because that's where, like, I lose all credibility for Chris's rah-rah this. Because I
think Chris smoked him
on the tracks, but in real life,
And how are you about to say that Takeoff always was the better rapper than you, Quavo? And then when Quavo responds to that, he responds to it with a Takeoff feature that he had in the time.
Which was hard.
I mean, yeah, the verse was hard, but what the fuck?
Hey, he's still alive, bitches.
He's in Madrid with
long live Take.
And they just wanted to pop back out on diss records. Interesting theory.
Long
Can't rule it out.
No, I was just saying he keeps his legacy alive. That's how, like.
Okay. I thought you meant
he's
Takeoff and Pac were like, hey.
Like, no, he's still got my back.
Like,
he's still going to get on this.
Takeoff was like, let me go help out my mans. You go help out Drake. We'll get
that's
this
the
whole
difference
thing
is,
taken care
like, Quavo has probably rights, or at least actually asked.
He goes, damn it, Pac got the chill for 20 years.
Hey, Ma.
25 years. Now I got to fucking pop out after one.
Quavo had to do this. Hey, Auntie, do you care if I put him on this? No, baby, go ahead. Drake didn't even make a fucking call. Didn't even send a letter. Didn't
even shoot a text.
At least Kanye sent a fucking letter to Ozzy.
And then he was like, oh, no, well, that's too bad.
Now I'm gonna be the douchebag Kanye. Oh, you said no? Well, I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, you're saying that $500 million lawsuit? Never mind. I'll take it down.
God, this is all so fucking funny. But no, just in general, I think Chris Brown just ended it. I think it's a clear-cut winner. I don't think there's any way Quintavious can respond. The head honcho. I think the head honcho lost his head.
I don't get how.
I think he got blown off with a 12-gauge shotgun.
Where I'm all confused at.
Where are you confused?
Is because like in my previous years, I've dealt with people like that, internet warriors, and then you see them at school, same locker room, same class. What up, bro? Oh, what's up, Nick? How you doing? No, not what's up. How you doing?
Oh, brother, I tweaked my leg getting out of the car today.
I was just messing with you. Yeah, no. Man.
Oh, that wasn't for real. That wasn't
Chris
serious.
said he didn't want to cause a scene.
He didn't want to cause a scene.
But all up in TMZ 12 years ago with Rihanna.
Are you saying that Chris Brown's notorious for causing scenes? No.
He's not.
Not Christopher Brown.
He's not scared of tabloids, that's for sure.
Not Christopher.
So it's like, oh, you didn't want
making a scene?
You didn't want to cause a scene, or you didn't want to get your ass beat.
What's a scene that he's made before? I'm trying to think.
Or did you not want to cause a scene, or did you not want to get the chance of getting ass beat in public in front of everybody?
Do you think Quavo would beat his ass?
I've never seen either of them fight.
And we probably never will. Well, we've seen Chris Brown's damages.
I've seen him spin around, kick.
I've seen him flip on beat. I don't know if you can use that in a fight. That might be pretty crazy. Imagine that. Quavo goes to pound and cuts out and attacks him. Like, what the fuck? Kicks him. Oh!
Beat. Do that shit. Go say hi to Takeoff.
This is Chris Lee over here. Jesus Christ.
Fuck that. We ain't signed up for that.
Right.
Someone get the gun. I
thought we were throwing pants.
I thought we were weed boxing.
Dude trying to kangaroo my shit.
I thought we were weed boxing. Thought this was the weed.
This dude's opposite. This is Kangaroo Chris. God damn.
If I actually had to I would have to see their height to
I got to see their shoe size.
I don't give a fuck.
Then 8? Ooh, that's not gonna work. Chris, he's got you.
Shit, low center of gravity, harder to take him down.
Can you imagine that before a fight? Like, fuck the weigh-in. What if you had somebody? All right, go get the tape measure.
Dude has
tape measure.
3 black belts.
Need it.
Karate, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, something else, and. Oh, he wears a size. I'm gonna fuck him up. Bro, he is a world-class champion.
He's like that, so here, let me take a look at that.
He's a world-class champion in 3 different.
You have to tell you, he should probably fight pretty well. Should mean he has a good uppercut.
He teaches Navy SEALs.
You a southpaw? Yeah, I knew you were a southpaw. I can tell by your foot.
He teaches the Navy SEALs and the Green Beret, the top honchos of our military, how to defend themselves. I'm gonna fuck them up.
Quavo trains the SEALs.
I'm gonna fuck them up.
Meanwhile, Chris is running with the Kangaroos.
Or the women's division. Oh, I'll show you how to fight, bitch. Come here. Duck. Better duck.
Not Chris in a celebrity boxing match and they bring out a dude. They're like, here's your opponent. He's like, that's not going to work for me, dude.
No, like Scream.
Hold on there, brother. I need a sister, dude.
Scary movie, like 3 or 4, when the blonde chick goes in the boxing ring. It's Mike Tyson in a wig.
Oh.
They do that to Chris.
That's fucking.
Oh, here's your chick. My back. My back is broken.
I did see this.
Is that fucking Mike Tyson? No, it's Michaela Tyson.
I did see this one meme. They were like, Chris Brown after Quavo dropped that response because like everybody hated it. And it was that scene in Stomp the Yard where like literally he's dancing so fast that you almost have to watch it in slow-mo to like really see what he's hitting there.
Well, you know they did put it in 2 times speed.
That makes sense to me now because I'm like, I did not know he was like could have been a figure skater.
And you know, I just
like that was crazy.
That up.
I saw. Oh, really? Okay. I for a second there, I was like,
no, yeah,
very well could have been.
But like
he looked like one of those things that you like wind up on a tabletop and then just like yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ, how do you get over there? He was just dancing right there. How do you get over there?
A spinning
Kendrick, is that you? Okay, no, I'm sorry. I thought I saw that guy.
Was it cradle? Spinning cradle? Or dreidel? Dreidel. Sorry for whoever's
interesting word.
You've never seen it's like it comes to like a point, like a pencil, like top of a pencil basically. Think of pencil. Comes to a point, but then it's like a 6
That's a point.
But then it's like a cube up top. So it's like or it's like 6 sides.
So
somebody's gonna fact check. I don't know. It's a dreidel, I think.
So to wrap up on that, though, to close on that, I do think that Chris smoked him. Where are you at with it? Just to wrap.
To give an actual opinion, I would have to actually listen to both.
Fair.
Like, you know what I mean?
And who knows? We might be reporting on this next week if something else happens.
As like, it would have been better in my eyes, like from all the information I know, past, previous, current, been better if Chris never said, "Oh, I didn't swing on him to avoid a scene." You bitch. No, like middle of high school, people were like, "Fuck it, I don't like this dude."
And you're two grown men. You can figure this out.
You're both not going to press
Super
charges.
bad style. You can figure this out, right? You can figure this out.
If you press charges,
I'm gonna just stand over here. You look just like Jimmy's brother, man.
Because if you press charges, then you really bitch. So you're both not pressing charges. You're both wealthy.
I'm gonna be honest. Do we really think this is ever gonna see anything?
No.
You're sitting right next to each other. If it didn't happen, then it's not gonna happen.
Exactly. Like,
I mean, there was nobody in the middle of you two. Nothing happened. You didn't even need broken up. You didn't need separated. You shook hands when you got up at the end of the game.
He didn't even do like the sibling like annoying shit.
And
just to fuck with somebody.
And
like,
not the end of the game.
Or like accidentally step on his shoe.
At the end of the fashion show too. You know what else they did? I should have mentioned this.
Dap up.
Yep. Hey. See ya.
Who initiated it?
I'd have to re-see it.
I was about to say I'll have to watch the video because if Chris initiated,
I mean,
it
didn't look like a. It didn't look like a. Hey, brother. Woo!
But someone.
But it looked at least like a.
But it's the first. If we both stood up straight and just looked at the TV, someone tilted their head first a little bit
to try to acknowledge it,
and then you see me out of your peripheral turn, so you out of respect. All right, he's a dab. But who was the first one to shimmy their or
be like, do I go?
Because that's the initiation. And if it's Chris, you ultra bitch. If it's Quavo, it was a. Are we squashing? We cool? Walk away. But Chris. You can't come out and say, "Oh, I was trying to avoid a scene."
When literally your whole career, you've never been one to shy away from causing a scene.
But this is like a beef where y'all was actually talking
greasy
to each other.
Yeah.
Where it was supposed to be like on site. Like in Gucci's new song.
Well, there's a height differential there, so it'd be like maybe
Gucci might be referencing them. Fucking they be throwing shot. They say it's on site, but they must be blind.
So glad that you brought that up.
They not seeing shit.
You're talking about Take That, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I don't know about you, but hey, for the past hour, all we've dove in and on is this beef buffet, and I don't know about you, brother, but I'm kind of full. You know, I had to get a couple plates of it. I'm kind of full now.
I threw that shit away a week ago.
Oh shit! Okay, I mean, I did go back for the seconds and the thirds and the fourths and all that, but I'm full now, though.
Yeah, no,
I'm kind of full. So let's talk new music reviews. Let's actually talk something positive. Let's talk about some new music reviews, and I'll let you start it because I know that you had. We played this record in pre-pod, so we're gonna start off with singles.
I think that's
starting off.
I listened to.
Well,
the past 2 weeks.
Awesome. So you can kick us off. Great, love it. So
everyone, don't get your hopes up about all the other new shit.
Gucci Mane dropped a record called "Take That."
Yes, sir.
Parentheses, no Diddy, or just
Take That. Just Take That.
Just called "Take That." I liked it. I liked the record.
I did too.
The beat was really cool. Liked his approach to it. Didn't expect him to go in so much in on the no Diddy, but
that's where like the first time I heard it.
It was funny.
But first time I heard it, it was like, oh, is it too much? But after you, it's too.
No, I think it's right for the time.
But then you listen to it again.
And the way he did it,
exactly. That's where it was. He.
This didn't seem like a wasted Gucci single.
He executed it perfectly for the time.
Yeah.
And the moment we're all in, where it's like
everyone's great at that.
But he's great at that. He's noticing everyone's in a little rap beef. I'm not getting involved with that shit. I'm just calling out this
Gucci Mane's always been able to like be very trendy with that. Like Wappenheimer last year.
It
was like hashtag Wappenheimer.
He stays on top of the trends.
Yes, very much so.
Everyone in society has changed from
very much so. I agree big time with that.
From no homo, it's now no Diddy.
Hilarious.
It like
makes it sound so much easier to say too.
So he just made a whole song. That's gonna be a song of the summer probably, because it's just no Diddy.
Whoa!
It could be just because of the catch of it with the no Diddy shit catching on. That's what I mean.
Okay.
That's what I mean. He's always on top of trends. Where
I'm not mad at that.
But
I'm not mad at that.
That's where he's always on top of trends and willing to knowing, and like, being smart enough to recognize when his opportunity is.
That could be a chance too. You get the young kids on the Gucci wave too,
because everyone's intrigued with new hip hop right now because all the beefs, bullshit beefs, fake beefs.
But you're right though. Eyes, ears.
And then his isn't even a beef. It's just the no Diddy, which, I mean,
I'll be honest. It's refreshing to hear hip hop where they're just having fun making records.
And that's what it is.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a diss, I guess, if you want to, against Diddy, because it's literally calling out.
I don't know who's not beefing anymore.
But that's what it is. It's a whole society thing now. It's a whole trend. It's not just a diss at Diddy. He's riding the trend wave. So it's like executed perfect, and he's got bars in it. So it's not just like.
That's why I said it didn't seem like a wasted Gucci single, because he puts out a lot of music.
Looking back at like Big Sean ass, that chorus is so fucking
crazy.
Ass, bruh.
And I make that motherfucker hammered time.
Ass. Okay, we get it. At the time, dope, trendy, cool. But now looking back, it's like I don't even want to listen to it.
Not a terrible record.
I'll listen to the verses, the chorus.
I don't throw it on first thing in the morning.
If it come on, I might even skip, to be real, just because it's so repetitive now.
You know, skill.
It's so repetitive. But the no Diddy shit, it's more. It's not just ass.
Every time I hear no Diddy, I think of no diggity.
And he also like throws in something else every time, different in between. So it's not just like
over and over again.
Yeah, it's like oh shit.
No, I thought that was a cool record. Though, always glad to hear some new Gucci.
I love Gucci.
Yeah, I know you're a big Gucci. Big Burr. So you know how I said I got the owl tattoo? Do you have the ice cream cone forming or not quite yet?
It's underneath my skin on my face.
Oh, okay.
It's invisible ink.
I thought I saw something over there.
If
the light hits you a certain way.
You have to have an ultraviolet light and look through.
I think I see it. It's over here, right? This
side.
You
have to look through a kaleidoscope with the ultraviolet light to see it.
Kaleidoscope Dream. Shout out Miguel. He didn't drop a deluxe though.
Fuck him.
That's an old.
No, because he's not bullshitting the fucking market by putting out a deluxe with 2 fucking new songs on it.
So
that are actually singles you dropped 2 years ago. So none of the new shit is actually new on the deluxe. Fuck off. He did it the right way. So
to talk about some other new singles though that came out, I didn't get to check out all of them, but I did see Thames drop "Love Me." "Love Me" is it JJ?
Where?
Gigi? "Love Me" Gigi. Thames dropped a new record though. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a good record.
Jaja.
Saw Mike Towers and Bad Bunny drop that Vino.
What sounds best? JJ.
Gigi Smith-Schuster? No.
I think that'd be a G, not J though.
Saw Normani dropped. She has a feature with Gunna. I haven't heard that yet.
Fuck off.
Back to Back. Nardo Wick featuring Future. I heard it. Did you?
So on my ride over, first song of new songs, Take That. That's the second one. So listen to Take That, immediately brought it back. Listen to the first 15 seconds of that song.
Back to Back. Or Back to Back.
Yeah, because then I just went back to Gucci.
I'm just gonna throw this out here
and
real
I listened
quick.
to that 4 times.
I can't do the Nardo flow. I can't do it.
The beginning.
I like the Future feature, but I can't do the Nardo.
You see the beginning?
Yeah,
it was rough. First 15, 20 seconds.
I feel like I'm listening to the beginning. World's softest slam poet.
They're dragging out that intro.
Just they bring in general.
They bring out the beat and shit, and then he says some shit soft, and then it's
as if he's about to snap or something.
It's I forget which song of Lil Dicky's.
He sounds like he's 5 feet behind the mic.
There's a song of Lil Dicky's literally it's quiet for the first 30 seconds. I think it was engineer.
Like stand closer to the mic.
I think it was
Nardo.
A mishap by the engineer and Dickie being funny. He's just like, fuck it. Like
the mishap by this engineer is somebody tell that dude to stand closer to the mic.
Don't talk. Rap. You're not a talker.
Yeah, and don't do the weird fucking delivery thing.
I didn't hire you to read my audiobook. I hired you to rap. Find the beat and fuck it up. All right. We're not out here. One.
That beats wherever Kendrick is when Nardo's trying to rap on it.
This is his beat. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they got that metronome fucking broken.
When most people are 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
That metronome, I don't know who's configuring it, but somebody needs to work on that.
They're at the Attitude Era Rock special guest referee count with Stone Cold. 1.
Oh.
2. Goes, looks in the corner.
Then just takes a fucking walk.
What the fuck you doing? I don't got a fucking count.
But no, so that record, I just want to throw it out there now. All love to Nardo, but I can't do it. I can't do the Nardo.
I'll give it a good listen. I'll at least give it a one thorough listen to give a true.
Your favorite female artist pop back outside. Cash Cobain, Bass Swag, and the queen herself, Icicle Spice, Fisher remix.
I was seeing where you were going with this.
The great Icy Spice. She likes her ices with some spice in them.
Favorite female artist. I was like, what, J-Lo dropping a new track? And I was like, she's not.
You're one of the Spice Girls. You're gonna swing on me, aren't you?
No.
Okay.
She has. She's making progress in her musical career, which I said, being under Nicki, getting some help from her when they did that shit rather than beefing was huge. But she did the shit. Here's a 6-song album for my first. Cool, 6 songs. Your first album, cool. 6, I get it. EP, should have been, whatever. Album. Then you come back with the deluxe. With what? It was 4 more songs? Or like her first album was like 4 songs, and then she added 3 more to get to like 7 or 8.
I think that's how that went.
So like your deluxe was 7 to 8 songs, and the 3 songs you added on were all her original singles.
But what do you think of that record? I know you've heard it probably 100 times by now. Fisher remix. I like the record. I thought it was all right. I'm an Icicle Spice guy, though.
I'm a munch, bro.
Second that. Very much so.
Fresh out the shower on the.
So we are Spice Girls. Big bet.
Fresh out the shower.
We like our ices with some spice in it. I put the bomb in my ices.
No, it's not supposed to be tangy, spicy.
I get a Mountain Dew Freeze from Baja. The Baja. Okay, I'm having a stroke. I get the large Mountain Dew Baja Freezy. Shout out Taco Bell, sponsored coming in. And then I dump the bomb in it, and then I stir that around, and that's how I have my icy spice.
Oh, okay.
And I put on Ice Spice on repeat, over and over again.
That's a lot.
No, but I did hear that record though. You know me, I'm an Ice Spice guy. I'm rooting for her.
I'm not against her. I was against her label doing that fuck shit.
You want to be her executive producer?
Not manager, but like tactical.
God, I would love to get you in as Ice Spice's manager,
bro. Like, because I would literally been like, just leave that as a fucking first album, 4 songs, cool. Then
you directing Ice Spice in my head for whatever reason is just fucking hilarious.
Oh, she's going astronomical, bro. She's booming. We booming.
It might be the most unique duo in the history of hip hop.
We're going different.
Snook and Ice Spice.
We're crossing fucking dimensions.
If you manage Ice Spice, though, can I manage Sexy Red?
That's on her. I know.
I have to go consult with her first.
No disrespect.
Ice Spice already gave you the green light?
No disrespect. You're an artist. You're not a man. I'm not an artist. I'll
step down today if I'm Sexy Red's manager. Sexy Red, you can have every bar you want of mine. Have at it.
You're not that guy. You're not that guy.
Sexy Red's gonna be looking at the bar and be like,
I gotta hit you with the.
I don't know if this is something I would say.
I gotta hit you with. You're not that guy.
She's like, I don't know if this is something I would say.
Now you could be her like.
Can I ghostwrite for her though? That's what I'm saying.
That, or you can do verses and features with her. You're just not.
I make a collab album with Sexy Red. Sign me up.
There's your role.
Sign me up.
You're that guy. You're not the manager guy.
Hey Keith, get in here, dog.
Management. You are not that guy.
We're about to fuck these good grown folks up.
She would have seven figures going out of her bank to beer. $2 million swiped for beer.
Not me embezzling Sexy Red's money.
And never found again. Management, you are not that
Don't worry about it, though, girl. I got you a Budweiser sponsorship, baby. We're good to go.
That's going to help. Every other feature you give them, they're paying you a truck of Bud. One verse. All right, that one's $250. All right, bet. All right, next one. You want the Bud Light truck? Yep.
What are you sending me this invoice for, dog? Send me 12 packs.
12 kegs. Oh, yeah. We're getting the kegs.
So, on to an artist, though, that you actually do really genuinely dig. YG dropped Naka.
I do like Ice Spice music. I'm not going to put it on myself. But, like, party vibe, like, certain atmospheres.
But I know that you actually do love YG. Like, you've always loved YG. But I believe you said in pre-pod, though, you didn't get to hear that one yet.
No,
right?
I have not listened to any of those.
Gotcha. But yeah, no, I think it's kind of funny. I was just watching YG's episode
Naka?
where he was talking with Schoolboy Q, and it's a Naka. Oh, it's definitely a Naka. It's a bot.
Okay.
It's a YG. It could come out in 2014 type sound.
So the name of that just remind me of something I wanted to bring up about the beefs. So
oh boy, we're gonna spin the block.
No, quickly. We're laying them down and we're getting out. Someone interviewed the baby, and
who threw that busted ass Adidas?
He mentioned, he didn't say a name, but he said someone reached out to him while this shit, because all the beefs are going on.
Lyrical rapper.
He was like, "Hey, would you want to write some shit for me? Blah 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 blah. Would you want to go at each other, friendly beefing?" Like they were trying to orchestrate it. The dude was reaching out to the baby, trying to orchestrate. He's like, "Nah, that's not how. I can't. Like, and I think he was with Shaq and on that podcast. But he was like, if I'm beefing with you, like, it's fuck you. I'm trying to kill you. Like, I want you to die. Like, and actually meant like he's like, if I don't like you, if I'm beefing with you, it means like you did something or something happened where I don't like you genuinely. I can't just beef with you for fun in the music industry, like the baby was telling him. And he was like, this dude, and Shaq was like, well, what if I told y'all I'll give y'all 20 M's to beef? He's like, oh, I'm giving the mic right now. Fuck that shit. But he was like, I can't, for publicity. The baby was like, I think that's where J. Cole saw it was going.
Oh, okay.
So J. Cole stepped aside because he's like, I can't.
I was waiting to see where that plane was going to land.
The baby
I lost it in the clouds.
The baby was like, oh, yeah, it's a good idea, but like, I can't, because if I start, when I like say some shit that's dissing, I actually mean it.
What rapper do you think it was? I heard a theory that people thought it was Joyner Lucas. That's Rory from the Rory and Mal Show. I don't know. I have no idea who it had been. Maybe Los?
No. Los doesn't care about all that shit. Publicity.
Maybe Hobson?
Not saying he doesn't, but he's not. I was thinking
NF?
No. More.
Because he made it sound like lyrical, like lyricist. Lyrical guy. I had no idea.
A few minutes to ponder, to actually like try to think of.
Well, I mean, like I said, that's just complete speculation at that point.
Or literally,
Joyner Lucas one doesn't sound that far fetched to me, but I'm not necessarily ready to just throw that on his jacket.
I also don't think people would buy that.
If it was Joyner Lucas, though, he'd probably try to rap from the perspective of the Adidas that flew through the air. He'd probably try to rap from the perspective of the shoe.
Like, where does this shoes come from? I think it would have to be more like.
Would it matter right now? Shit's just popping out, and I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Instead of like a Joyner personality, it'd be like 50 shit.
No.
Key Glock versus the baby in a beef. Like if they're
lyrical guy though. Do people look at Key Glock as a lyrical guy? I don't think so. Not saying he doesn't got bars, but I don't think people look at him as a lyrical guy.
I don't think people
like. I think like okay, when I hear lyrical guy, I think of like Jid, Royce, fucking Black Thought, Lupe.
But I also
I've said him.
But you also
Absol.
But now take all the. You're correct. Think of those people, but now you have to go into the baby circle. Who's actually friends with them? Who's actually comfortable with them in the music industry? Like
probably Dave East or Joyner.
I can see East over Joyner.
You think Dave East? I could bite.
I'm not saying that's who I think. I could see that over Joyner more so. Because Joyner, I feel like he's more in the crowd of like.
I'm telling you right now, he'd rap from the perspective of the Adidas.
But he's like in the crowd of Los, like King Los. Like, I know what I'm worth. I don't have to. I'm not here for clickbait views. Like, Los isn't popping out in a bullshit beef for 2-week views.
To just make himself look corny. Yeah.
No, like, bitch, everyone knows.
I don't think Royce would do that.
No.
I don't think. I almost said I don't think Lupe would do that, but there's a part of me that thinks Lupe on his bullshit having fun would do something like that.
I don't think him and Baby are. I'm not saying him and Baby are actual friends, but I feel like they've worked together in the past.
I don't think they've worked together in the past.
I think they have.
I also don't think that either of them even
might
think
not have
on
been
the
released. It might not. What was it? Tory Lanez from jail.
No, remember the Baby backed him up.
That's what I'm saying.
That's his man's.
But now we could easily flip it. Oh, he was saying my man's, but he didn't even come help stand up in court. Nothing. You could easily turn it, flip that story where you could turn the ties quickly.
That's a tinfoil, bro.
That's my true answer.
But
that's my final answer of who I think.
I did end up though going through on the singles and
Party Next Door.
Go straight. Let's lead with it.
When they found the picture of that girl,
let's go straight into it. So album wise, I'll be honest, I was gonna save it for last, but I will start it off with this one.
Let me ask a question before we get into songs on it.
Go for it.
Off of the picture, because there was a lot of controversy online.
Yeah.
Because the boyfriend of the woman found out.
Love it.
On the internet.
Love it. Toxic. Love it. Party's back.
Yeah, you're gone. You're not even gonna tell
me. Well,
that's your work. I don't care. Hey,
I think the cover's great. And actually,
I'm not saying it isn't. I'm
kind of embodies a lot of what the project.
She don't have respect for her man. Even if you're a porn actress.
That's party, baby. I could tell right off the fucking first track and looking at that cover art and all the singles that it came out, I went, "Woo, baby!"
Even if Melina from back in SmackDown days.
Oh, Melina
told you right now, hey, I need you for this shoot. You're telling Brittany about it. You're at least, hey, I'm doing it for this paycheck.
I'm glad Party rolled it out like that.
I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at her.
Doom wasn't impressed though by it.
I'm not mad at her.
He gave it a 6 out of 10.
I'm not mad at him. She signed it to do it. I'm mad at her for disrespecting her man like that.
You got the second hand.
No, that's morals, and you don't have values, morals, or dignity.
Fuck no, she's the cover on a Party album, baby.
And you
can throw the morals out the door and leave those in the home.
And she probably got 5 bands, and that's it.
Well, maybe 4 bands because it was P4. Maybe if she goes back for the 5th, she can.
And the 5. Dude she fucked over was probably millionaire. Could have been. Because how the fuck you get into that access with not knowing somebody or your man not being somebody?
But
I'm
here to talk about the album.
That is part of the album, though.
I mean, it is. But such like a little minor thing. But I'm glad that you brought it up, though. It's like
it is
because it does set the table for the album.
It's minor, but if it happened to you,
oh yeah, no, fuck Party.
But that's why it's not minor because the boyfriend.
I would have had the hardest time trying to listen to this album, dog.
It's like
I would have been like, I waited so long for it that I'm still gonna listen to it.
Cause
you're making me go out sad.
If you would have, if you told me, cool, I'm gonna be doing this. Cool, I get it.
Did you get to check out any of the album?
No, I haven't. I haven't listened to new shit at all.
Oh, so I've listened to this album now like 3-4 times in full, and I've even went back picked up different songs.
I'm not hating on Party Next Door for the album cover. I'm upset with the woman not informing her person she was in a relationship with. She was posing nude.
I want to get that
for a rapper's album cover.
I think you and that dude are like friends and don't even know it.
No, it's called having like morals, and
I hope that somehow Pull Up a Chair reaches that gentleman so he can be like, that's my fucking guy right there.
Because that's what's wrong with
Snooker.
That's what's wrong with relationships today. You don't have respect for your partner.
Friend is riding. You're standing up.
You didn't have enough respect to even tell me you're going to post nude. I don't care if you post nude. I'm pissed that I found out after it was posted online.
See, that's how much, though, I know that you're a loyal brother. Because if you're defending mans like that, I know how you'll go to bat for me. So I appreciate it, brother.
And it is, I'm not even defending him. I'm going at her.
That's loyalty right there, dog.
It's your own. It's a person's character. So it's like, that's what's fucked up in our society today. Is women or even some men too, like, heard that story, was like, didn't even flinch at, oh, the boyfriend found out after the picture was posted online.
Fuck yeah.
That's fucked up. Because put yourself in that shoe. Brittany.
That's some good R&B, baby.
Brittany went and posed for you know who that you hated in high school rapper.
Oh my God.
Without
okay.
you
Now, where is this one? Where is this plane one?
Because that's just disrespect.
You're sending this into the Bermuda Triangle. I just wanted to talk about the party album.
Because this snake, this trifling hoe, is for the streets. That's what she is.
That's what this whole album is, toxicity on fucking steroids.
I'm just glad the man's found out how much snake she was.
No, I just wanted to preface this because, like I said, I was going to save this one for last. But I highly, in all caps, highly recommend checking out that album if you're an R&B fan.
Great album.
I know that good brother Doomer over there, he ranked it a 6 out of 10. I'm going to go crazy on this one. I'm going to give it the 9 out of 10. It might move up, could move down, but it does have the chance to move up the more I listen to it. But the 3 standout records for me on it are Cheers. Love Cheers. That was a given.
Any feature?
No.
Okay.
No Chill, track 6, another favorite. And 3 would be Sorry But I'm Outside, which is maybe the most toxic R&B song I've ever heard. And I love this album. The way he placed the singles, the way he placed the 2 skits, I thought that was amazing. I thought the writing on it was party at its best.
Most toxic R&B song, though?
It's got to be up there for me off rip.
The first one that comes to my head is who is it? Nelly and which chick? Like Without You or something? Where they're like, oh, you're even when I'm with my boo, you're my boo. I'm like, bitch, what did you just say?
Oh, he said Cheers was actually the only one he added. That's kind of shocking.
When you're with your boo, you're still no. I mean, you cheating, you trifling hoe, you cheating. Get out of here.
He's cheating all over that album.
Well, that's what
every record he's cheating on broads. Oh, baby, hold on there. That's not gonna work because I'm out here partying with the 6 god. I'm out here partying with the 6 goat. I got the 6 on the shoulder. I can't be home with the baby and with you. Come on now, what are you thinking?
But he at home with his son, taking him to school.
Yeah, party. That's why he's saying,
No, Drake is.
He goes, I want this toxic shit.
But Drake doing all that shit, but still.
He saw Brent was moving and he said, that's what they're calling him now? Fuck that. Let me get my crown back. But no, I highly recommend checking out that album, though.
I will give it a listen.
Obviously, I am bleeding OVO. OVO is running through my brains. I know it's April, but it feels like October to me. So I've just been really riding for that camp big time right now. I'm going to get killed for that. But to talk about another R&B album, though.
Saddle on over here.
Jesus. Put that on
me.
But
I'm bleeding out. OVO.
I have OVO in my veins.
It feels like October.
When I twitch, I go, when I twitch, I go, I'm an owl. I'm turning into an owl.
You should work on that owl. So.
I should work on my owl. I'll work on my owl. I don't know what that. I think that was more like a twitch. I went like,
well, you're saying hoot.
Okay, and I'm kind of like stuck on like a who. Like a Horton hears a who.
That's what the actual sound is. A whoo. It's not a hoot. That's how we spell it.
Hoot. I actually don't know if I have the lung capacity to be an owl.
It's a whoo. Whoo.
I don't know if I can identify as an owl. That's unfortunate. But to wrap up new music reviews, though, there was another album that I wanted to mention for R&B that I do also highly recommend. Not quite as much as P4, but another album that I do highly recommend. What is it? Sinead Harnett. I hope I just pronounced her right. I hope I just pronounced her name right.
Shakira.
But no, she dropped a great R&B album. You got Shoulder.
I'm sorry. I apologize. What was her album name? And
album name is Boundaries. Artist name is Sinead Harnett.
Okay.
But I highly recommend checking that out. It was a great weekend for R&B. The 3 highlights for there on me, capital HIGH, of course. You got Shoulder.
Hi, how are you?
You got Spiral would be my second one, and then I go Downtown for my number 3.
How many total?
I love that album. Did I add?
No, how many total tracks on it? Total.
Let me take a look.
Because Party Next Door, wasn't it like 16?
It's 14.
Okay.
And this is 16. So definitely a good 30 songs right there you could pop off if you're an R&B fan. Who knows? Maybe one of them might play, it's pronounced Sinead. Like grenade. Okay, so Sinead Harnett. Got it. I got stuck on the I.
Oh, it's that E. That's why.
I saw Fredo Bang dropped Don't Get Us Started, but he dropped his deluxe as well, which I ended up adding a couple off of that well. Shout out Fredo Bang. Well, but yeah, so I highly recommend Sinead Harnett checking out Boundaries, and I do highly recommend checking out P4 as well. A lot of good new music out there that's not centered around beef, believe it or not. I know that's kind of hard to believe, but a lot of good music out there right now that doesn't have to take place at the beef banquet, not at the beef buffet.
No diddy.
So now we can.
Motorcycles.
I know we had a lot of music to cover this weekend, so between everything going on, and I know we had to cover some new music reviews, but now we can get into the sports realm.
Oh yeah.
So
hold on. Which sport are we diving into first?
Let's talk. Which one do you want to? Actually, let's talk about NBA playoffs. Let's do playoffs. Playoffs.
Talking playoffs.
Okay, but so to talk playoffs though, give us a little bit of an update. I'm kind of in the light, but I'm also in the dark. I do believe that the Knicks are killing it right now, doing really good. I've been seeing that the Knicks are cooking. I've been seeing that the Lakers are getting smacked.
Knicks are up 2-1 in their series.
Okay.
Against the 76ers, who Joel Embiid, I think he was out game 1, but he's playing now, but he's basically on one leg. His knee's fucked up on one leg. And like obviously he's on 2 legs, but you know what I mean. He's not full Joel, so like that hurts.
I think the Knicks are going to take that series. Sixers might win one more game.
Next game 4 is tomorrow.
If I'm a betting man, I'm going to throw it on that by this time next week, Sixers have already been knocked out. If that's how the game schedule goes. I don't know. I think so.
So
every 2 nights.
If they Toradol shot my man up, Joel, if Joel personally says, I'm playing through this injury knowing I could risk my knee.
If it goes to 7, how long would that take?
If Joel says, I'm playing through this injury knowing I could risk my knee getting hurt more, they're going to win because Joel's on the floor. And they'll shoot him up, give him painkillers so he can move around.
But then you'd have to do that in the next round, and the next round, and the next round. If they were to make it I think the Knicks got them cooked. I don't think that the Sixers, from what I know, have enough firepower to counter what the Knicks have right now.
I'm about to pull up their last game.
Even though the Knicks don't have Randall.
I'm pulling up their last game for box score just so I can see who even played. Because I feel like someone's injured on the Knicks.
It's Randall.
So he's out, but I think also someone else isn't playing. I know Brunson is, but like one of their role players.
Supposedly Brunson's not playing very well from what I've heard.
That is, yes. But without Julius Randle, it's harder. Because he's now the main focal. Stats, come on, bitch.
But what's another series going
on? Sorry.
Who do you got though taking that Knicks series? If I'm a betting man, I'd go Knicks in 6. Knicks in 6. That's where I'm at with it.
Knicks in 6?
Yeah. I think the Sixers can get one more win. Probably in Philly.
Because that's game 4, they'll be there. Game 5, they go back to New York. If Philly wins game 5, they go back to New York and win. So I'm assuming they're going to win like you are, Sixers, next game at home. If they go back and win in New York.
And then they go up 3-2.
They're winning the series.
Yeah, whoever would get that. Okay, whoever would get the game 5 win, that's the winner of the series.
Obviously, if Knicks win tomorrow and go up 3-1.
What's the next series you got for us?
Clippers and Mavericks are going.
What's that at?
2-1 Mavericks.
I would say that'll probably end up being Dallas. Probably in 6.
Yeah, Clippers have not been.
Anybody missing that I should be aware of? Because that obviously factors into my opinion as well. Like, if you told me Doncic ain't playing, I'm like, well, fuck that.
He's not. His knee's banged up. He's like, they're kind of, how you get.
So he's not getting full minutes.
No, you have like a skid mark, like bad, like on a basketball court, you scrape your knee and it's like you're bleeding. It's a blood spot. He has that, but like consistent because he dives so much. So like sometimes it'll be like bleeding through his leg sleeve, and they're like, "Oh, his knees." But I'm like, well, he doesn't know how to dive. Kind of.
He just flops and hits the floor.
American players kind of had some football or baseball. European really don't. So like they don't know how to dive.
So in conclusion, you got Dallas too.
Yeah.
What's next series?
But it's been like
obviously as the playoffs go on, we'll end up doing deeper breakdowns when we're getting closer to
Bucks,
who's getting
Pacers now because Dame's hurt now.
Oh, so wait, okay.
Giannis out since the beginning of the series with his knee. I think it's actually
Bucks and Pacers.
Yeah, I think Giannis.
What's the series at?
2-1 Pacers. They just won last night. But like third, fourth quarter, don't know exactly when Dame got hurt. His leg
went down.
Strained Achilles.
Oh shit.
I think the coach came out and said, Dame told me he was hurt. He's playing through it, but he's a decoy because he can't move.
Damn.
He can't move as well. So like he's out there, but he's bait.
But he's
literally out there, so someone has to cover him.
All right, well, and that's the case. If he can't return and you don't got Giannis, I'd say probably Pacers.
Yeah. Wolves and Suns.
Suns.
They're down 0-3.
For real?
For real.
Oh, that's why people are making memes about Devin Booker. Because I guess at the beginning of the season, he's like, I don't know who's going to be able to guard us. Buddy, that came back to haunt you like a motherfucker. Because they got you guys locked. I didn't know it was 0-3. All right, my bad. Who are they against?
Timberwolves. The huge thing, the discrepancy is they gave Suns gave up DeAndre Ayton. He was frustrated with, I believe, front office people. So I
didn't know that.
That's why he got traded. I believe it was more or less front office people, not players. He was disgruntled. They traded him for Bradley Beal.
Right.
So you got another scorer.
Forgot about that.
You got another scorer, but lost a big man. Timberwolves, Rudy Gobert, Karl Anthony Towns. They got Twin Towers.
What seed were they? I'm curious now.
With Ant-Man, 3.
Oh, really?
Wolves.
Suns, I didn't know they were cooking like that.
Well, Suns were 6 because Beal was hurt like half the year. So when he came back,
no wonder. Hold on.
Wolves are
like a month and a half ago. I forget who I was even talking to about this. It was down here though, actually. I don't think it was on a pod even, but I made a joke, and now I know why people were like making it look like, haha, like where were you going with that? I was like trying to make it sound like, oh yeah, like the Timberwolves, that bum ass team, blah blah blah. And I could tell they were like, okay.
It might have been me because I love Anthony Edwards.
And you just looked at me like, oh, okay. But like they're doing really good.
They're not.
You could have told me that.
Well, but it's also like they didn't prove themselves yet. So like they're all young.
You wanted to wait to see how this was going to kind of shape up towards playoff time.
You weren't like pulling the trigger. You were jumping the gun, but you didn't pull the trigger yet. So it was like
I made a joke without literally knowing what their win loss was at all.
But at the time, it's like even if they're a hot team, they're still ants young.
I guess I didn't think about it because once they got Gobert, that's probably a crazy addition.
But then you have to work with team chemistry. You have to incorporate it. How are they going to mesh? Are they going to mesh well? And they're all young. Well, Anthony Edwards is young. Is he going to be able to lead the team? So like, there's a lot of factors that. Oh, okay. Now end of the season, looking back. Yeah, I looked at you funny for a right reason, but we didn't know if this team was going to pan out this way. Like until now, and then Timberwolves proved to the world like, no, we're a solid unit.
Like this works.
Yeah, we were a unit. Like y'all got to figure y'all shit out, Suns. We got our shit.
Yeah, Suns look like they're collapsing.
Y'all got all those 3-point shooters. The best.
They're the Baltimore Bridge right now, dude.
They have Kevin Durant, one of the most lethal scorers in the NBA. Y'all are down 0-3. So that.
What's another series? After hearing that abomination.
Cavs and Magic.
And Cavs are up.
Tied 2-2 now.
Tied 2-2 now.
Went up 2-0. Phenomenal games at home.
Fumbled the 2 in Orlando.
Shit the fucking bed.
Damn. Anybody play terrible, bad?
Worse than Shrek in the Swamp.
That bad, huh?
Like down 20
Damn. All right, who we got winning the series? Let's talk home team.
I'm taking the Cavs because we got home court advantage. And that's the only reason. Because I don't think we'll lose at home.
Do we do it in 6 or 7?
7. We have not proven to the Magic we could. They haven't proven.
Stand and bang them.
They haven't proven to me that they care about winning on the road, which is huge because you need to in the playoffs. But luckily, we have home court advantage this round.
Yeah, because what seed are we?
4.
Nice.
And then I got Cavs. Hopefully,
I'll go Cavs 7. I can't say against.
I'm hoping 6, but going 7.
I got a Magic beanie though, just in case the Magic do win.
Fuck you. You have every hat. Nuggets and Lakers is next. Nuggets.
Nuggets. Yeah, that's a sweep.
Lakers blew first game like a 10-point lead. Second game or first game a 15-point game or 15-point.
People have been calling the Lakers Monica Lewinsky. I know.
Yes,
that's rough.
Jokic
is over here like, don't fucking call me Bill Clinton.
How I talked to like my homie about it is like you could. I blame Darvin Ham for all you have to do is put people in at the right fucking time in the game. LeBron will coach the people on the floor for you. If you're really that shitty of a coach. If you can't coach, LeBron will do the on-court shit for you. Just sub people in at the right fucking time. And you can't even do that.
I saw the Lakers too. That one game, they had like a 20-pointer.
Oh, Austin Reeves like making this upset. Oh, you went 0 for 6 in the first half. You're starting this third quarter. No,
brother. I think that was game 2.
Oh, D'Lo, you just made 4 threes in a row. Oh, come take a seat on the bench. Like, no, leave him the fuck in. Fuck the minutes, the projections. If he's hot, he's hot. Like, so it's like they're done though. LeBron, go to the Olympics, please.
Yeah, I was about to say anything left in the NFL or in the NBA playoffs.
Thunder, Pelicans. I got Thunder because Zion went down.
All right, yeah, I'll go Thunder then.
Unless is he back? Nope.
I'll go Thunder plus they're the first seed.
Heat and Celtics tied 1-1.
That seems like a fun series to watch. I haven't got to check a game yet.
OKC is up 2-0, just so.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I think that'll be a sweep actually. OKC probably sweep the Pelicans.
Yeah,
especially with Zion down. That Celtics Heat though might be a 6 or a 7 piece, and I'm going Celtics because since the beginning of the NBA playoffs, and I want to throw this out there now. If somebody said between the East and the West, you had to throw money on what the finals is going to look like, I think it's going to be Denver versus Boston when it's all said and done.
My thing.
Denver, Boston. And I think in that situation, it goes 7 and Denver wins again.
So how I'm feeling.
That's the tiniest sip.
Celtics have the more talented team, for sure. Like, matchup, but Miami has better coaching with Eric Spoelstra. And Miami has more of a disciplined veterans who've been there, like, through playoffs and shit. Like, Jason, like, I'm going to say it's like how people have labeled Paul George playoff Paul now.
That one's dead.
Or pandemic Paul. To where, like, it's playoffs time, Paul George can't be found.
Pandemic Paul is always fucking hilarious.
Like, he just can't be found. Like, what the So, kind of Jason Tatum.
He can't be found. Hold on there.
I was going to tie it in, but you took it too long.
So okay.
So, Celtic, they have more talent, but I don't think their coaching is going to be able to keep that talent ahead.
So you're going Heat?
Yeah.
Against the team that I'm literally saying will go to the finals. So we are definitely on two opposite ends of that spectrum channel, brother.
Because I also could see the Celtics coming in being the best record in the NBA or in the East at least. Being like, oh, we should coast to the finals. We're the best. We have the most talent. But you can't sleep on anybody for any type of...
No.
Like...
I'm excited to see how the playoffs shape up.
Oh, I think
I kind of stayed in the dark all season, but I'm ready to pop out and start following it.
There's been some great fucking games. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm looking for the score. Yes, Mavericks Clippers game yesterday, 101-90.
Oh wow!
So it's like, what the? I haven't seen a game like others. 2 days before, 125, 114, 121, 83. Like,
definitely some good games.
Like, but blowouts, but like they're like 101. as the highest score in a game like that. You haven't seen that
in playoffs. Yeah,
you haven't seen that in forever in the NBA just because like offense. But
usually
in playoffs, defense shows up.
Well,
where Miami.
I know that I know that obviously the NBA is the talk of the town for the most part because obviously it's playoff time. We're competing for the finals. We're waiting to see. We're all defending our teams, kind of seeing how shit's shaping up. But with that being said, may I say, that wasn't too bad. I actually projected that to be a lot worse than it came out. So I'm happy with that. I'll look back on that and reflect and be happy. But let's talk NFL draft. One of the two drafts that we got to talk about. I know that it is not completely over with, but
I think it.
Essentially, you said what, round 4 or something like that is where they're at now with it. But round 1 and 2.
I think it might be over now, Fish.
Gotcha.
It's either round 5 or 6. They're at the end of the draft.
I'm the casual listener. I'm the casual football fan. Fill me in on what I need to know from the draft. Hit me with some highlights.
Kind of.
I know Caleb Williams. Where'd he go?
Number 1, Chicago Bears. I'm trying to fucking.
And he was the QB for Michigan, correct?
What's crazy?
No.
Sorry,
Caleb's who?
USC.
Okay. I wasn't sure of that.
JJ McCarthy, quarterback from Michigan.
That's the Michigan guy.
Draft day 1. Sorry.
And you said Caleb went to
Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bears. So obviously, looks like they want to start him first this season. Then they want him over Fields.
Fields got traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers, actually.
Oh yeah.
So
they want him to take the Fields role in Chicago.
Yes, it was basically
like you're starting year 1.
Management had to basically decide: are we running with Justin Fields, or do we get rid of Justin and use a pick for a quarterback? And with new coaching and shit,
see how it goes.
You kind of bring your own people in, even if Justin you like him. If you draft a quarterback, it buys the coach 2 years to not get fired. Because I got a rookie quarterback, he's bad. Give me another year, please. Cool. So that's one thing of it. Because if you rock with Justin, he won the last 4 or 5 games of the.
I saw
season.
That, which was odd,
and the fans started cheering for him when they were booing him in the beginning of the season.
So that's not going to work.
They're like, "Oh, you guys are cheering for him? Trade his ass."
No, I think that'll be interesting to see what he does in Chicago. Marvin Harrison Jr. He went to where? Arizona, right?
Believe, yes. I'm trying.
Give Kyler some receiver help.
Sorry.
I know a lot of people aren't big on Kyler, but I do believe there's still potential there in Kyler Murray. If you can get him off Call of Duty long enough, anything's possible.
Yeah, but fuck off. That everyone in the NFL plays fucking.
The narrative, though, that he's just always online. At halftime, he's like, "Hold on, let me get in a TDM real quick."
That's it's never been put in a contract before.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to go back out on the field. Hold on there. We got 2 more rounds of search and destroy.
It's they were like, "Oh, why would they put in a contract if it wasn't?" Because he's a fucking millennial now. All this younger generation, you have to put it in the fucking system. Hey, you've been playing Call of Duty all your life since you've been 12.
And now I need you to play Madden.
We're in the big boy league now.
We play Madden.
We have to study. We can't just run around in high school and whip it down.
You better be doing fucking mini games and drills on Madden.
At least.
That's what you better be doing.
At least.
You playing any game.
So, Bears went first. Then Washington Commanders. They took Jaden Daniels. Another quarterback. So, Commanders.
They get a quarterback. Nice. They needed one.
Yeah, for sure.
They were in dire need.
3 was the Patriots. They took Drake May, another quarterback.
They took Drake May. He's going to be amazing. He's going to be the best quarterback of all time.
I see what you did there. I'm trying to pull up a separate one to show. Arizona Cardinals were 4th. That's where Marvin went.
Which I think that's a great pick. That one actually sends me that gets me the most excited about anything in the draft.
I really wanted hope though. I was really hoping the Colts would basically trade more than they should have to go up to 4 to get Marvin Harrison Jr. So they had Marvin Harrison was
Michael Pittman.
No, his dad was a Colt.
Oh, you're going that angle.
And just that would have been dope. Where the fuck did it just go?
And then we can exit out on the draft. I just wanted to at least mention it, bring it up.
The Falcons, the biggest loop or curveball was
what you got for us?
The Falcons, they just signed Kirk Cousins.
Oh, yeah, and they drafted a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
What was that all about? What's up with that?
I think,
as the Hurricane would say, what's up with that?
I think it's a smart play, but you got to know you're getting backlash.
Kirk Cousins, supposedly didn't Kirk not know?
Well, yeah, but at the same time, Kirk, how old are you? You know it's coming. That's where I'm at. So, it's like Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre.
Shit, if I'm Kirk, have a little bit more faith.
Jordan Love sat behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 years. That's what they're doing. They're saying, hey, Kirk, we trust you as a mentor and as our quarterback for the next 2 to 3 years so you can train him. But if your Achilles pops, we got to have somebody.
We got to.
You just came off an Achilles, bro.
Have somebody fresh in
there. At 34, 32, how old are you?
Probably around there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
32 or something.
That sounds good for for one playoff one. You're not fucking Aaron Rodgers. Sorry. Aaron Rodgers off Achilles, I'm taking him over Kirk Cousins off.
Oh, yeah, he's going to eat a bunch of acids and shrooms. He's going to be good to go. CBD, baby.
He's feeling fine. That's what, exactly. I think he was more, he felt like that. Boy, disrespected.
You're not even going to tell me you're bringing in another quarterback?
Right, I didn't even get, I found out.
And high up?
I found out on...
it's not like... What round did he go in? I'm curious.
First round.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay,
Eighth pick. Instead of getting Kirk Cousins, an O-lineman, another receiver or something, you got his replacement in 3 years.
I'd be a little sick.
So you couldn't even give me a call.
And I'm Kirk Steezy?
I had to find out on the TV.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh, but you was okay with...
I don't care.
NFL's a business.
I'll play on both sides of the fucking coin.
Oh, you always do, boy.
Oh, God.
But that was the biggest curveball of the draft.
What stuck out. Well, to go from
that's what caused the most.
Well, you know what caused the most drama for me as we pivot into wrestling? There was something else that happened during the NFL draft. Talk a little wrestling.
Oh yeah.
And I showed you that pre-pod. Tony Khan was with his dad promoting, supposed to be talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And
he went into business for himself. And to flashback, so on Wednesday, for those that don't know, on AEW Dynamite, the show that you guys say I all hate, in the main event of Dynamite, for the first time ever, Tony Khan was on screen, and they were shooting an angle where he ended up taking a couple moves, and he sold it really well. I thought that was interesting. They've never done anything like that in AEW. And then the next day on the draft, he showed up with a neck brace on. I was still on board. I was like, hey.
Why are you selling it? It's the story.
Right? Let's call this thing down the middle. Hey, you're selling it. That's a story.
If you're doing it, you got to do it all the way.
People at the draft, hey, why you got that neck brace on? Oh, hey, on my show that airs on Wednesdays.
Promo.
Saturday. Boom. Right there. Everything's good.
I respect it.
Boom. But instead, when he finally got his minute and a half to speak, he thought it would be a great idea to say that AEW, to just give off a couple of quotes, is the Pepsi of pro wrestling. And
well, first said AFL.
Is the AFL, yes.
What for our viewers, AFL was a football league, American Football League, that is now combined with another league to stay alive.
It got bought out.
So they were going to go under, not survive anymore. And then The Rock came in and was like, hey, what if we come an AFL with XFL?
How about the bar racer? We've been the only serious competition to WWE in years. Impact at one point was breaking.
TNA is more of a competitor.
Not at this moment, but overall as a long-time brand, I'm not against that.
At this moment.
I hate to.
I don't care. I know I'm off the deep end on this one right now. AEW definitely gets more views at their 2,000 views per day.
Woo! Okay, now you're stirred up. Stir that pot, Snicker.
That's all right.
Stir that pot. Here, take the ladle.
Oh, we're WWE's only competitor. Well, duh, you're the only other fucking company.
Here's the other thing. What does Impact not do? What does New Japan not do? What do all those promotions not do?
They
don't say we're going we're not competing with WWE. We want to have our business thrive.
They don't poke a bear that could buy them the fuck out.
Well, let's go into how
how
he said to also poke the bear. Not only did he refer to AEW as the Pepsi of pro wrestling, he said the WWE is the Harvey Weinstein of pro wrestling.
There's a lawsuit for defamation.
He said Harvey Weinstein
of
pro wrestling.
I heard that. Lawyers are just WWE.
Oh, that one's easy.
We can do it. You wanted Triple H. You wanted AEW's roster of talent, right? Oh, well, guess what? You're about to have the whole business.
Somebody is. I'm not going to go in too much on it, but the Tony Khan thing, though, my thing with it is like, dude, stop. You had every little thing that led up to that interview was going so perfect that he could have knocked that shit out of the park. And if you notice, it even made the two guys awkward. I don't know their names, but the two guys were like, as soon as he said Harvey Weinstein, they're
where you crossed the line. You went over,
oh, this guy.
You crossed that line of, all right, that was good promo, and now, all right, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Like,
all right, you could have said what your main event is.
If you would have just left that part off, perfect, great.
But now you made yourself look like a clown.
And
why'd you just have Edge come out on your TV show 3 weeks ago and be like, oh, it's all love between all companies. We just love pro wrestling. We're just focused on ourselves. For them, the head of the company, to come out and be like, nah, fuck that. I'm shooting straight on.
But you didn't even shoot like straight at, like, you came off as like jealous and envious. To where
that's the only thing I saw in that.
So like, how I'm gonna
refer to him as the evil juggernaut.
You're gonna hate this.
Oh boy.
You think Triple H was gonna respond to Tony Khan?
Fuck no.
Same reason Kendrick's not responding to Drake. Doesn't need to. I'm validated. I know where I'm at.
You're closing this.
You're envious over there. You're jealous of mine. I don't have to respond.
Is that Kendrick behind the TV?
Don't know.
Oh, Kenny Wise?
Don't need him.
Oh, it with a lowercase I?
Because Kendrick, to tie it all together.
Kendrick Lamar, I'm ducking the smoke, Worth.
It's not a loss. What'd I lose? I didn't lose my lyricism.
He's Donald Duckworth.
Oh, where?
And Drake is the Six Bunny. I don't know.
Be a duck than a bunny.
Shit, that's Brad. Yeah, I didn't mean.
So thank you.
I can go, what's up, Doc?
I can go swimming. I can
go fly. I got it. Instead of what's up, Doc, what's up, Doc? That's how he talks to Kenny. What's up, Doc?
Should have done that instead of Tupac.
Drop, Doc.
If you would have used that instead of Tupac, he probably would still be up.
Hey, maybe this is true though, because remember Cole had that record on Mike Delete Later called Wabbit Season, or no, Hunting Wabbits. Maybe that's what he meant by it. It was actually a Drake diss.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck! We've been reading this wrong the whole time. That's why he apologized to Kendrick, because now he's about to go at the Six Bunny.
Or was it just an Elmer Fudd sample?
Oh, my God.
Who knows?
Jesus.
Or was it just a sample that he cleared? Who knows?
He had to clear the Looney Tunes sample?
Hell yeah.
Oh, God. We're off the rails now.
You think Warner Brothers is going to let that just go?
That's hilarious. But back to some draft talk, because like I said, we were going to talk about one of the, both drafts.
I'm actually very, I'm told Luke off, I'm pissed. Can't wait for WWE to go to Netflix, because I'm pissed with Peacock, how they have their pay-per-views live. You can watch it live. But Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, I get it. They're on TV. They got to get their lives. It takes like 3 weeks for that episode to get on Peacock, though. Why can't it be 2 days later? Why do I have to wait 3 weeks to watch a month ago's Raw?
It is weird. I mentioned that too. That is weird.
TV, USA, or whatever network you're on, you're not rerunning that Friday Night SmackDown on Tuesday night. No, you're not. So put it the fuck on Peacock.
It's got to be something between Peacock and Hulu, because I know Hulu has them right fresh live.
They do?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Why am I just finding this out?
But now here's the thing, though. You got to record them, because if you don't, then it doesn't show up for a week.
What the fuck?
It shows up the next Saturday, so you'd still be a week behind. Because there's been a couple times where I'm like, shit. That's why I just did the series.
Where the fuck does that make sense?
It's weird. It really is weird.
I get it. It's the TV. Like, they want their views on their network.
My only guess would be is so that you go to their YouTube channel and you watch their segments. Because they put it up in segments. They do the show in segments. Like, hey, there's the live match. Hey, there's that promo.
Well, that's how they do it without getting it taken down, because they can't post the whole thing straight, or else it's copyright. And then
it's not even like the whole match either. It's like
USA,
it's like a highlight reel of it.
But then network, if you put the whole thing 2 hours, the network would have it taken down, because like, no, they watch that on our network. Now they're just gonna watch it here if they have access. So you can put the clips.
That's why I think Triple H is probably excited to get that on Netflix, so you can probably not worry about this headache.
Yes, and it's so much easier for everybody, like viewers, like everyone, damn near, not everybody, but a lot of people have fucking Netflix, but it's accessible worldwide.
Yes,
like
new episode right when it loads up, you know it's going to be there.
Cable television isn't worldwide as much as it used to be. Like, a
lot more people try to aim for the streaming.
Yeah, a lot of people,
you see more Roku remotes than you see TV remotes.
I was gonna say, a lot of people
anymore. If I'm like, hey, can I see the remote? I'm like, oh, it's a Roku, or it's a fucking
people
Xbox.
Be like, cable. Okay. They're like, no, I got Peacock, Hulu, I got HBO Max. What the fuck's cable? I got YouTube TV, bitch.
At some point, though, it almost costs as much as cable if you go that route with it.
Depends,
all that shit. But to talk about the WWE Draft, though, I'm just gonna recap it for you if that's okay.
No, that's perfect, because I actually wanted to see them all, because
cool. And I'll do it in order of how they were drafted as well. So Bianca Belair was the first pick off the board. She went to SmackDown. Jey Uso went to Raw. Carmelo Hayes went to SmackDown, so they called him up from NXT. So they got big plans for him already, even though he botched the fuck out of a move last night with Cody.
What's his name?
Carmelo Hayes. I know
what you're talking about.
Hold on, I got a picture in here.
I thought it was I had two people in my head. It was the new guy, like the bald, strong dude they brought up.
Right there.
Yep.
Boom. And then right after him, Monday Night Rollins, you can't get Seth off Raw. So Seth went to Raw. And another reason why is because Becky's the champ there. Yeah. And another thing to know about the draft is all champs are protected. So that's something with the draft this year. All champs except for the women's tag team champions were protected in the draft.
I was wrong about when she got the belt, but she got that fucking belt.
What had to happen with a Rhea injury, but yeah, still got it.
Hey.
Now, I'm not slighting it. I like Becky.
We did
don't make me go out like that.
We did that shit backstage.
But here's the thing, though. As soon as they said that the champs were protected and Becky was on Raw, I knew that Seth had to go there, because one of the things that they both specifically said that was like already a done deal is wherever the one goes, the other one goes with the baby. Yeah. To where then we don't have to worry about that. That's
the difference between this era of management under Triple.
Vince would have been like, that's too damn bad.
They like you on SmackDown. Fuck off.
Yeah, if you don't like it,
you would have separated them probably just to make more hassle in their life.
Just to be an asshole.
Well, this is the business. Fuck you.
Where's Janelle Grant? No.
Oh, you requested this? You didn't even tell me you're doing it. You just requested it?
Not only am I making sure that you're separated, but you're losing tonight as well.
And no free babysitter. Paying that shit out the pocket.
Oh, that's cruel. But no, so Rollins going to Raw, that's a given. Randy Orton, though, he's going to be hearing voices in his head on Friday nights. He ain't going nowhere. He's staying on SmackDown.
Because he's gonna get that belt again.
Braun Breaker went to WWE Raw.
Ooh, you like Braun?
I like Braun Breaker. I'm a Braun Breaker guy. Nia Jax to SmackDown. Also love Nia. Liv Morgan staying on Raw.
Shout out Liv.
The name that everybody's saying. SmackDown, LA Knight.
Are they saying it?
Yes, sir.
I was just joking. I love LA Knight.
They're still saying that.
I was just joking. It was a joke because
Ricochet to WWE Raw.
He's an athlete.
He's insane. Yeah, he's insane.
That it was like 2 weeks ago, or maybe a week, when he jumped off the top to the Spanish announce table, but he looked, I forget her name, but his wife,
Samantha Irvin.
Yeah. He was like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah,
and then launched himself. I was like, "God damn!" She's just
like, "Oh my god." I thought this was interesting though. So Roman Reigns.
Oh, sorry, that table broke horribly for him.
Oh yeah,
because he landed on the dude,
almost like the top, right here,
and then he landed on the corner, so it didn't break right away. And I saw him I was like, "Oof!" Yeah,
he caught that stick, something nasty.
And then you see it collapse. I'm like, "Oh shit, dog."
The Bloodline got drafted to SmackDown, but here's the catch with that. The Roman Reigns is actually ineligible for the draft, so he's a free agent. So who got drafted as far as the Bloodline goes was Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Paul Heyman.
I was literally about to ask, how the fuck you get 1 draft pick and get 4 people? When you said the blood, I'm like, what, 4?
Well, I'll jump to this one right now. On WWE Raw, they drafted Alpha Academy, which is Otis, Chad Gable, Maxine Dupree,
that's how they even
and then a 4th. Yeah.
So Roman's going to be with them.
Yeah. And then SmackDown kept AJ Styles.
I hope he's all right, man.
So the phenomenal one stays on SmackDown. The Celtic Warrior, Sheamus,
I love that.
goes to Raw. Love him being back as well. Andrade, Charlotte Flair's wife, returning from AEW, got drafted to SmackDown. And then in the biggest plot twist of the night, up-and-coming NXT female superstar Kiana James got drafted to Monday Night Raw.
Come on up.
And you know what was really cool about it? She looked so shocked. Like, literally, they cut the camera to her, and she's literally going like this. She's, like, applauding, and then, like, you can see the look on her face, like, 2 seconds in. They're walking up to her with a hat, and she's like,
you. They're like, no, you.
Yeah, and, like, that's why her friend next to her is like, come on, like, get excited. Like, get excited. And, like,
I feel like, I'm assuming, obviously. I feel like they tell, like, 5 of the wrestlers, like, you might get called up. Like, you have a chance.
Like, Braun probably knew. Melo probably knew.
I think, like, Triple H goes into, like, AEW.
Actually, Melo would have had to know because he had a match with Cody.
He might even go to, like, NXT, like, have 20 people in a room. Hey, all 20 of y'all not getting drafted tonight. I'm being real. But 4 of your names are getting called. But it's going to be a surprise. So, like, you're sitting there for 2 hours, like.
You could tell the look on her face. She genuinely had no idea that was about
It's usually, like, you don't think, you know you're putting in the work and effort, but, like, is it getting noticed, acknowledged? Am I actually good? I've
never seen somebody's face turn redder. Like when Shawn Michaels walked up and then the producer's handing her the red hat and he's over here throwing an arm on her trying to take a picture. She's just like, oh my God, like just stunned by it all. Like what just fucking happened? Like you could definitely tell she was not able to soak it in the moment.
That's how you knew she genuinely didn't know. Like I said, they might have known there was a chance.
She literally grabbed the hat like, this is for me?
And like they damn near had to slap her to wake her. Like, yes, you come on, let's go.
Literally.
Do you want to stay in NXT or you want to come up? Like,
yeah, we'll fucking call this bitch over here.
Take 5 more seconds of looking at me dumb, and we're moving on. But that's dope. That like, I would assume that's like generally how it would go. Like, hey, some of y'all gonna get called, some might not. Blah blah. Best of luck. So it is a genuine shock and surprise that they're just like, but they're gonna have to work with her on her speaking and promo. Like I know you're shocked, life-changing moment, but you can't be getting
caught up in your words the way you were. Let me tell you,
and just straight red-faced, like not embarrassed, but
Shawn Michaels. Luckily, he could tell he read the situation well, so he was like say that's the mic, right? He was like,
you can't talk.
Yeah, we're just really thankful, to have,
You're
Kiana,
having a show. What the fuck?
Like, we're just really excited to see what she's gonna bring to the main roster.
Yeah.
Like
great potential, great potential. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he's like, uh-oh.
She can't cut a promo.
Maybe we should have briefed her. Like,
what if
hindsight 2020 should have been briefed.
Worst case, like I'm not saying this would happen, and she was generally shocked, like life-changing moment. Yeah, you're gonna. What the fuck? No way. Well, what you can't have that happen in the ring if Liv Morgan starts
in the moment
talking shit to you.
Yeah,
like you can't just.
Then it's time to play ball,
and then you can't have your face get red. The fans gonna see that.
And guess what? Shawn Michaels ain't gonna be there to grab the stick and save it for you either.
And even if you wear makeup like they all do, shit, red face coming through.
Oh yeah, there was no makeup in the world that could have stopped this shock. I mean, this looked like she saw something out of Bird Box, brother. Like, holy shit.
That was a freshly picked strawberry.
So to close out, though, we got one thing left on the docket. We're going to speed round it. We're going to speed it. So we're going to try to give quick predictions.
Okay.
So next Saturday is at 1 p.m. our time, Eastern time, is Backlash in France. They have another overseas PLE.
Oh.
So obviously, as you can tell where I'm going with this, we would most likely not be able to give our predictions on this until it would already be done and the show would be wrapped up.
Or we wake up at 4 a.m.
There is that option as well.
We
will not be doing that.
We were not waking up. We wouldn't have gone to sleep.
But to speed round it real quick, we're going to go match by match. Who you think's going to win? Who do you want to win?
Okay.
World title, undisputed, heavyweight, whatever they call the thing now.
You should start with the shittiest match.
You want me to start with that?
I mean,
okay, let's do that.
You're about to open up with the biggest prize,
with the banger,
with the Christmas prize.
So let's build. Okay,
yeah, exactly.
So at the bottom of the card, you got the Kabuki Warriors, which is Asuka and Kairi Sane, the women's tag team champions, defending against Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, which is a new tag team. I think that's clear as day. Jade and Bianca, let them have a run. Let them make those titles mean something. You're not thinking a heel turn, are you? Because I crossed my mind. If Jade turns heel in France in the PLE and then you build the her and Bianca feud towards SummerSlam, that's there. I'm not mad at it. That's rushing it, though. I think that's rushing it. I don't think that's a feud that needs rush.
I don't think it's a feud in general.
Oh, that's definitely money. Two of the biggest powerhouses with very similar builds in WWE.
Both being bullies running the tag team.
They both go heel? I don't think you want to turn Bianca heel.
No, she just whoops people. She bullying because she's strong as hell. But then you got the...
Oh, like Bianca's Bianca, but Jade's kind of like a China?
She's the enforced, like, good cop, bad cop.
I would actually be for that, but I just don't think that they would go for it. But I could see that. Like Bianca, Jade.
I could see it. The Kabuki Warriors.
You think the Kabuki?
No, I'm saying because they're still young.
Asuka isn't, Kairi is.
Okay, fair.
Same thing with, Jade and Bianca. No, they're both young.
But you could, you need, like, tag teams need spiced up. So, like,
literally the Kabuki Warriors haven't been able to face anybody.
Exactly. So
they got Jade and
these two
Bianca.
Bulldozers come in and take it. They start cutting promos as a tag team. Let people know, like, hey, this is how, like, see how we're doing it. Then Backlash, whatever, SummerSlam, they lose them back to Warriors because now they're more experienced, more chemistry, more tuned in, more dialed in.
And remember, also, there is another factor in this. The Kabuki Warriors have damage control. So they got Io Sky and Dakota Kai on their side. So, like, if Dakota wanted to interfere, she could. If Io wanted to interfere, she could. So essentially, Jade and Bianca got to worry about two people that could also interfere and fuck them up.
It's fair. I think.
Short answer, though.
I think my short answer, Jade and Bianca win because it sets up a short rift with the tag teams.
Gotcha.
And they could get them back, but then when they get them back, Bianca and Jade could go into the women's belts singles. I'm
going to just hot take it then and have some fun. I think the Kabuki Warriors win with help of damage control.
Fair.
And it builds Bianca and Jade to be like, all right, we really do got to keep an eye out for these bitches. Like, damn.
See, I think you were right about the heel turn, but not yet. I think they're going to get the belts.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I hope they build that. I don't want it right away.
I think Bianca and Jade or Bailey. Which one is it?
Jade or Bianca?
Jade.
Jade's the one that came from AEW.
I kept saying Bailey.
Bianca's the EST, which we're about to be talking about Bailey's.
I think they win the belts, but then Jade turns on Bianca eventually.
Yeah,
or causes them to lose. You know what I mean?
Like, that's their clear as day. 100%.
But that's how they get them out of the belt to back into women's
singles division and building. I mean, I actually wouldn't mind just letting them wait to build that for a Mania match, Jade and Bianca.
I think that's why they're going to give them the belts to buy time because with Rhea out, they have to literally they're creating new stories and the best story in the back rooms right now. They're still all right. This is the first page. This is the second page. What are we doing? Page 3 and 4.
Yeah, long game, which you can tell Triple H loves to do. But now for next match, you got for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I'm still getting used to the new names, and I'm really glad that they did the new names. But I believe it's the WWE Women's Championship. You got a triple threat. You got Bailey. There you go. There's your Bailey. My favorite of all time. You got Bailey versus Tiffany Stratton, Tiffy time, versus Naomi, Feel the Glow. I think Bailey retains big time.
Yeah.
She's selling a lot of merch. You get Tiffy time over. Naomi takes the pin. It's clear as day. Tiffy looks good. Naomi takes the pin. Bailey goes over. Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton. She got mega over.
Yeah.
Well, not mega, but she got over.
That name, though,
that's big. She goes, it's Tiffy time. But who do you got winning that match, though? Bailey?
Yeah.
I go Bailey.
Yeah,
too.
I like Bailey. I like Bailey. I'm biased a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
We got a tag team match, which is non-title, which is Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga versus Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, who are now rolling out that they're officially a tag team. They're the RKO. Because it's KO and Owens, the RKO show.
Non-title, though.
Non-title.
They beat Solo. To prove it's like a statement, like, you're lucky the belts weren't on the line. Like, we could do...
Now, that one gets tricky, though, because I don't know if I like that. Because...
Or a DQ happens.
Well, you just brought up Tama Tonga. So you don't want him taking a pin. And Solo's lost so many dark matches that you don't even necessarily want him taking a pin. I think Kevin Owens can take the pin, but I think there's going to have to be additional interference here.
I think it's a DQ if Kevin and Randy would lose.
I could see DQ.
By interference.
I could even go as far as to say this.
Or they just...
The Bloodline realize they're losing, and Tama Tonga, the loose cannon, takes out a chair. I'm not losing.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking losing.
I see that because it's a non-title. That's the only reason I was like, immediate.
Like, something's
because RKO just formed. No, we're a wrecking machine. Don't think this is... Shit ain't sweet. Y'all lucky the belts were on the line.
And then...
Go get your belts. We'll see y'all in a couple weeks. We'll run it back. We're going to whoop your ass again. Or if you didn't use that cherry, you would have got your ass beat. Like, and so then, I could see them taking the L off of a DQ or interference type, like Randy. And
that could be great. But no, I think Tama Tonga, I'd be going with they're going to get disqualified because he's going to do some loose cannon shit and get him disqualified. However, though, to close out,
I could also see them like Randy and winning it straight up, like 2-on-2, no interference, them beating them in a good.
Just makes the bloodline look real bad though.
But it's a good fought match, like a hard fought match, but because the titles aren't.
I'll tell you what, if they go that route, it would be Randy getting the pin on.
Oh yeah, Solo. 2 RKOs. RKOs are coming, and then Solo's pinning. Yeah, he's pinning Solo
because you don't want Tama to get pinned.
He's too young.
Yeah.
It's too new.
Too brand new.
But that way but you also, in essence, I wouldn't want to bring up a new guy and just be like, oh, you get fed wins.
Yeah.
Hold on. Don't think shit's...
What also plays a factor in that is it wasn't even like he was brought up. They had to go to the indie scene and grab him.
I saw some videos. He's an athlete too.
Yeah. And he was
bouncing off the ropes and shit. Like,
he was one of the extreme guys too. Like he could do some extreme shit. But to close out, Pull Up a Chair episode 79, we got one more match to give you our bold predictions for.
Heyman would love him in ECW.
We got the American Warehouse. No, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Correct that real quick.
The undisputed champion versus the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, who just got drafted to SmackDown. So, who do you got winning this one? The drum is here, about to blow, ready for me to start the show. So, pull up a chair. What do you want to talk about? Yeah, no, that's... I like Cody, man.
No, I love Cody.
Love Cody.
I'm baffled.
But no, Cody Rhodes is for sure going to win, but I think it's going to be a great match. I think it's going to be a great match for sure.
I love AJ. Great wrestler. Great athlete. Great professional in the business. Could we agree on he's past his prime?
No. Past his prime, maybe. But does he still have some of it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's still a good wrestler.
One of the best in the business.
Because of his professionalism and his...
You could hand him that bong over there and he could have a 5-star match with it in 15 minutes. He's one of those that I put AJ in the same caliber that I put a Shawn Michaels, a Kenny Omega, a Will Ospreay.
But going into this match, we all know he's not winning the belt.
Oh, fuck no.
So that's what I'm saying. You should have made this...
You could put a 12-gauge shotgun
to the head. That's what I'm saying. We should have made this a triple threat.
With LA Knight?
Somebody.
I would have been for that. I would have been for that.
Because AJ, bro, past your prime of carrying the belt.
We just put the belt on Cody.
If anything, you're I'll take back you're past the prime of taking a belt off of our new face of WWE. Like you can get the Intercontinental.
Yeah,
or US.
I do think though that they just want to book this dream match just because they've never wrestled each other. And I think it'll show how great Cody really can be. And
I think they want to.
Because if you just wrestle good with AJ, you're going to look great.
It's a hell of a form.
But if you wrestle great with AJ, you're going to look like a fucking
hell of a performance.
Yeah, you're going to look amazing.
That's where I'm like, okay, we're getting
no pun intended, but you'll look phenomenal.
We're getting a great fucking match. It's going to be great, look awesome, but we already know the outcome. So if you just add in for triple threat with even like a fucking Rey Mysterio, like someone that's professional, knows how to carry himself, knows when to like get up from being hurt, so like he's not stealing the spotlight, but adds in that little extra oof of doubt or oh shit, he might LA Knight, he might steal it. Shit.
No, I think that this will just be a great match. We just got to go into it.
I think they wanted to face each other like they wanted to wrestle with each other in the ring because they never have. That's
yeah.
So I think it was more or less like
that was my first thought when I saw that AJ went over on LA. But now to wrap up, pull up a chair, episode 79. First off, I did just want to say shout out, much love to good brother Doomer. Shout out Super Fried for joining me on this blessed, wonderful, beautiful, sleepless Saturday.
Comments, we appreciate it.
And this is only part one of this blessed, wonderful, beautiful, sleepless Saturday because we got Sleepless Radio, episode 190 tonight. Fall Out Boy versus Linkin Park. Redemption matchup. We got a redemption losers bracket matchup. Okay. Winner gets to redeem themselves. Loser sinks into the abyss.
Who got who?
I got Fall Out Boy and Danathan Daly. The return has Linkin Park. But with that being said, though, that is tonight, 8 p.m. Excited for it. That is Eastern time as well, just so you know. And as you can see, merch available now. Go find the link in bios, whether that be on my Instagram, whether that be on X.
Go buy it up.
At Tuklenku, that is with a capital T-U-K-E, capital L-E-N-K-K-U. And on that note, I appreciate the love. Keep the love high and the hate low. And I'll see y'all later. I'm big excited. What you got for us?
Stay blessed and less stress, baby.
You got it. That's the good word. Keep the love high and the hate low. Tell me 3 things you're grateful for. Peace.
Goofy, and goofy.